to Race Day Live.
All right, so we're back on a rainy Wednesday night here in Charlottetown. We do have showers. Looks like that's going to move out on and off throughout the night, really, and 19 degrees. Track is listed as sloppy. That's the official rating, and a 2-second variant tonight. 2-year-old colts are in action Atlantic Sire Stakes, and guys, we're going to zero in on the draw last night. Now, I will say that Carly Afleck, along with Isabella McKay, Haley Cameron, Haley Morell, Maddie Clow, Alexis Mundell, Faith Gavin, Sophie Quinn, and Ashley McDonald all did their part last night of selecting their horses for that official draw. And we're going to roll through the field. And Ken, we're going to start with you from the rail out and to set up the $100,000 final, the Gold Cup and Saucer presented by Atlantic Lottery.
Coveted rail. Lee goes to Major Hill, and he's the Rito Carlton preferred handicap star who rallied stoutly for second to Sintra in Trial 2 for trainer Chris McKay. Race timed in 1:51.1 in that race. He can survey the action from the rail, gets Pascal Barubi, who is a regular on the Quebec circuit and at Rito Carlton as well, so he picks up the plum assignment. Patrick the Piranha, post 2 for the likely favorite, the red-hot Australian-bred son of 4-star Shark. He was freshened, unleashed a 3-wide, relentless power sweep to win Trial 3, 151.3 for Wally Hennessy, one of 2 entries for the stable.ca. He was a $140,000 online purchase. 3 Ideal Perception, last year's runner-up from post 7, gets post 3 here, and he was a Trial 1, or rather a trial winner in 151.3 for trainer Anthony Beaton. The 5-year-old is back in career form, owned by Ed James, SSG Stables. Austin Sorey comes home for what could be the drive of his young career. The 4 Bet Him Again. He's a long shot, but he draws well, responded to some bridle tinkering or changes, and a slick ground-saving drive by Redmond Doucette to grab 3rd in Trial 1. This Jeff Lilly-tuned 4-year-old will be counting on some mayhem up front.
And yes, the 5, No Plan Intended. Jody Jameson gets a call. He's looking for his first Gold Cup and Saucer. Colin Johnson, the trainer. No Plan Intended was hot on the heels of Patrick the Piranha in Trial 3, finishing second by 3/4 of a length. Race timed in 51.4. Closing quarter 27.1. So he'll be looking to chase some hot pace as well. Rodina Road and Brett McDonald, they have post 6. Rodina Road was 3rd in that 3rd trial. First overbid there, Rodina Road in that 3rd trial. Still finished 3rd, a length and a half, 51.4. Closed it out 28 for Brett McDonald. So he's got a real good shot in there as well. Laugh Again, Hanover, and Jason Hughes. They were 3rd in their trial. They sat 5th early, made their move, and closed strong, 27.3 in Trial 2, 51.3 in behind Sintra and Major Hill. Time to Dance, 2020's winner, Mark Campbell. They have post 8 again this year. They're going to have their work cut out from them, but they had raced well in trial number 1. They cut it all out and just get collared late by Ideal Perception. Race timed in 51.4. And Sintra, trial 2 winner in 50.3. He was a winner for James McDonald. Brother Anthony looking for his first Gold Cup and Saucer along with trainer Jamie Smith. They'll have to do it from the trailing post 9.
So there you have it. That's the field for the $100,000 final Gold Cup and Saucer 63, presented by Atlantic Lottery. And as Ken mentioned a little earlier, only 2 drivers in this field have won the race. That's Wally Hennessy and Mark Campbell. The only trainer is Mark Campbell. So it's going to be a lot of celebrating. I mean, anytime you win the Gold Cup and Saucer, whether you've won it before or not, it's always the biggest thrill. And we're looking forward to it. More to come on the Gold Cup and Saucer. More to come on the Guardian Saltwire James McGregor Memorial Consolation. The Gold Cup Consolation will have that in the mix tonight as well. And you'll meet the ambassadors a little later with the horses that they drew with those pole positions. That's also coming up on the Race Day show. 11 minutes to go before the first race post time here at Charlottetown tonight on this Wednesday. We'll be back soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, updating the 50-50 draw. The 50-50 went unclaimed last night, and it was valued at $1,890. Now, if that ticket holder is still out there, he or she will have till the start of the second race tonight to claim that prize money. The winning number was K1676494. So that ticket's still out there. The ticket holder has until the start of tonight's second race to claim $1,890. Once again, the number K1676494. 6494.
So there you have your selections for the opener tonight. There's Ken Morgan leading off with his selections 3, 2, and 5. Kurt Hughes 3, 6, and 2. Post time picks, they're brought to you by Peter McPhee 4, 5, and 2, and Classifier's Choice 6, 5, 2. So there are some selections for you to get you rolling. With 8 minutes to go, the horses will be coming out of the paddock shortly as they make their way on the track tonight. And the HBI PEI promotion, yes, it continues. And for those of you using our Wi-Fi on the track tonight, you just opt into the HBI Bet.com, opt into that promotion to get you set up. You could win that $500 account balance later in the week. And speaking of players, we want to say hi to Kevin Taylor. Kevin's home from Winnipeg, or visiting from Winnipeg, here for Old Home Week. Nice to chat with you, Kevin. Always tuned to the Race Day Show. Nice to see you here in person. And enjoy your night here at the track.
First race on the track, the Parkdale Homecoming Pace trackside presentation on parade. Pleasing Pink, the one. It's owned by Tyra Perry of Tignish. Brady Sweet, the trainer driver. J.J. Kinley, 2, is owned by Darla J. of Charlottetown, trained by Vaughn Doyle. Kenny Arsenault drives. 3, Cinder Angelina, is owned, trained, and driven by Jacob Sweet of O'Leary. Salisbrook Velveeta number 4 is owned by Darren McKenzie of Charlottetown, trained by Todd Walsh, David Dowling. 5 Camco Willow, Dale Spence driving for owner-trainer Pamela Moore, Truro, Nova Scotia. 6 is Evening Maelstrom, owned by Dr. Mary McNiven of 9 Mile Creek. Cliff Murphy is the conditioner, driven by Kenny Murphy. 4 minutes wagering time on the first race. This is Race Day Live, and home to the $100,000 Gold Cup and Saucer presented by Atlantic Lottery. Kurt Hughes, Ken Workington, and Lee Drake are coming up next. Welcome to Red Shores, Charlottetown, from Prince Edward Island.
This island, it's a place of new discoveries that's been waiting here for you. In every breath of wind and grain of sand, one island voice speaks through. This is a land of adventures, big and small, and quiet moments to wonder at the beauty of it all. This place, this island, it's for you and for me. This place, this island, it's where your spirit can be free. Come find your island, Prince Edward Island.
And we want to thank Tourism PEI for their support and their help with the welcome package, along with the PEI Harness Racing Industry Association in Red Shores. Tourism PEI also involved with that package. And you know what? If you're here on the island, it's the horses and the courses. As the late Stompin' Tom, the great Stompin' Tom used to say, play the horses and the courses in Prince Edward Island. So thank you for the support there. And by the way, Parkdale Homecoming, a shout out to the food and beverage team and the sales and events team, who did an awesome job today. They were scheduled to be in the patio. Of course, it poured rain, so they moved the entire event upstairs on the top of the park. They did a fantastic job. They had their band, they had everything set up, and many of the organizers tell me that it was one of their best Parkdale Homecomings. So kudos to the sales and event team, the food and beverage team here at Red Shores for doing a fantastic job. Out to the track, and Kurt and Ken will pick up the top contenders next.
Okay, out onto the track we go here for the Wednesday night opener. We've had rain today, rain in the forecast a little later on. We got a 2-second variant on the track. We got a little bit of wind as well. So dealing with the weather here tonight. And race 1, it is the Filly Mares Numbers of 401, and it's kicking off the early daily double. We also have Exactor, Superfecta, Triactor wagering, Win Place Show, and the Wild Horses tag. The jackpot is $25. And Ken, you're on board with the 3 here. Cinder Angelina, owned by Jacob Sweet of Olaria. And Cinder Angelina has that line to be announced. Third here just on Monday night there, 59-3. Closed it out 30-3 closing quarter, and a win prior to that. You like this one?
Yeah, coming right back on short rest here, but pardon me if I'm a little distracted here by the 7-5 on the one pleasing Pink 2 for 46, and only 4 third-place finishes in 10 starts this season. But back to Cinder Angelina. 14-year-old's been very productive this summer. Fought hard for a mild upset 2 starts back, then wheels right back on the short rest off a solid third on Monday. Race timed in 1:59-3 right now at 4-1.
Down to a minute to go here before the Wednesday night opener, and now we're going to take a look at the 2, JJ Kinley. This mare is owned by Darla J of Charlottetown. Kenny Arsenault will do the driving tonight for trainer Von Doyle. A little light in the win column on the 2 here.
Oh, for her last 42. That's a big number, but this looks like an easier spot for her to work out a smooth stocking type of trip here with Kenny Arsenault, possibly pounce late. And going back to Kenny Arsenault tonight, right now, J.J. Kinley of the 2 at 3-1.
And now we make our way out to post 5. That is Camco Willow. Dale Spence will do the driving for trainer Pamela Moore. She is also the owner from Truro, Nova Scotia, and the 5 Camco Willow also has a line to be announced. She was in that race with Cinder Angelina last time out there on Monday, left from post 8, ended up finishing 5th by 3 3/4 lengths, race timed in 2 minutes 1/5. You like this mare to close out your triactor here, Ken.
Yes, Kurt was making plenty of noise earlier in the summer at Truro. Needed her last couple of starts off the lame scratch. Back on short rest, switches to Dale Spence in this spot here. She can power past this bunch on her best day. Right now, 9-2, option Camco Willow, the 5. So I played 3-2-5, but I still can't believe the 1 is 9-5, Kurt.
0 for 10 this year. Brady Sweet gets the call on Pleasing Pink. Right now, the choice, as Ken said, at 9-5. We're getting close here in the first.
So horses getting ready to go to the gate tonight, Parkdale Homecoming. And as I said, just a fabulous event earlier today in the top of the park. Was scheduled for the patio, but the team rolled into gear here along with the organizing team with Parkdale Homecoming, and they just had a fantastic crowd. I stopped out to see them throughout the afternoon, and they had a great time. So thank you for that, and thank you for your continued support. This event's been going on now for quite a few years, all the way back to, I'm going to say 2006 or 2007, because I know we started it together. So yeah, that's what you need. That's what Old Home Week's all about. Metro Home Building Center starting gate is rolling. It is post time for the opener. Let's send it upstairs for the race call with Vance Cameron.
Pleasing Pink, J.J. Kinley, Cinder Angelina, Salzbrook Velveeta, Camco Willow, Evening Maelstrom. Half a dozen noses on the gate to open it up. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough end pacing to a perfect start. At the rail, Pleasing Pink will lead them out. Second into the turn is J.J. Kinley. Coming up third now between horses, Salzbrook Velveeta. Fourth at the rail is Cinder Angelina. Evening Maelstrom on the outside, fifth, and Camco Willow will trail. So the quarter pole bound, led by Pleasing Pink for Brady Sweet. Up and out on the outside. Here comes Salzbrook Velveeta. She's caught out and moving after the leader. Third at the rail is J.J. Kinley. Cinder Angelina goes fourth, followed by Evening Maelstrom and the trailer, Camco Willow, 29 and 3 the quarter. And the new leader, Salzbrook Velveeta for David Dowling. Pleasing Pink now second, coming out of the turn in third. That is J.J. Kinley. Fourth on the cones is Cinder Angelina. Evening Maelstrom is fifth, trailing sixth. That's Camco Willow. They're halfway home in the opener, led by Salzbrook Velveeta. Pleasing Pink races second. Third, that is J.J. Kinley. Into the turn, Cinder Angelina goes fourth. Fifth up the rail. That is Evening Maelstrom, and continuing to trail, Camco Willow. 58 and 1 was a solid opening half mile, and Salzbrook Velveeta getting away on them, going to three quarters, clear by 5. Pleasing Pink is all out second. Up between horses comes J.J. Kinley. Now 3 wide on the outside, and a racing of fourth. That is Cinder Angelina. Coming on the far outside, now moving up fifth is Camco Willow, the trailer. Evening Maelstrom, 1:28 and 2 at three quarters. We go under an inquiry to open up tonight, and it's all Salzbrook Velveeta. Dowling going to work. Cinder Angelina is second. Way wide, Camco Willow. Salzbrook Velveeta in line to David Dowling. Second, that is Cinder Angelina. Camco Willow third. 1:58-3 under a judge's inquiry. The judge's inquiry involves the conduct of the first race going to three quarters.
Okay, hold on to all tickets here as we are under an inquiry here in race number 1. As we get a look at the Universum slow-mo here, Ken, how about the 4 Salzbrook, Velveeta, and Dowling going right down the road?
Well, we talked all about, or I did anyway, about Pleasing Pink taking all the early action, going right to the top here, but giving way. And it was Salzbrook Velveeta, 10-1 morning line. On the class drop here for David Dowling, goes off 6-5 favorite, removing the choke plate tonight. Was just 1 for 17 on the season coming in, but acclimating gradually to the Red Shores half-mile oval here for trainer Todd Walsh. Salzbrook Velveeta unleashes and opens up and draws clear in 158 and 3, the best mile of her season. Finishing second, 3, Cinder Angelina. She was forced 3 wide around the action on the far turn where there is an inquiry. Camco Willow third. This result is unofficial.
Well, as my colleague Mr. Workington made note of, she morning line at 10-1, and the punter sent her off as the post-time favorite, and she arrives at the winner's circle in the opener. Salzbrook Velveeta, bay pacing mare 4 by Better Than Cheddar, off the well-said dam Sofrita Hanover, owned by Darren McKenzie of Charlottetown, trained by Todd Walsh. David Dowling in the driver's seat, the mile 158 and 3. Salzbrook Velveeta in the first at trackside. That is the Parkdale Homecoming Cooler presentation. Results of the first race inquiry, no violations.
This race replay is brought to you by Sintrack Print and Graphic. Here they come, and it's Sintrack for the win with exceptional print products, exceptional graphic design services, and exceptional value. Sintrack Print and Graphics, 902-892-7719.
Now, the official results from race 1, Pleasing Pink was 6th, J.J. Kinley 4th, Cinder Angelina 2nd, Salzbrook Velveeta the winner, Camco Willow was 3rd, Evening Maelstrom 5th, 29 and 3, 58 and 1, 128 and 2, and the mile 158 and 3. In review, 642, 135. Salzbrook Velveeta 440 to win. Exactor 22.70, tractor $55, and the superfecta was 13.23. Tonight's second race is the 4-H Challenging Pioneers of Goulds, Newfoundland. Shadow of a Lady number 1, owned by Francis Holding Limited of Sweets Corner, Nova Scotia. Paul Angel, training and driving. Singing Ramona number 2 is owned by Jamie Smith and Saki McDonald of Charlottetown. Jamie does the training. Adam Murner drives. Scarlet Summer 3, owned, trained, and driven by Daryl McLean of Winslow. Where We Yoko number 4 is owned by Nickway Farms of St. David's, Newfoundland, trained by Jill's Burial, Jason Hughes. 5 is Stone Beach Lily, owned by Trish Hardy of Windsor, Nova Scotia, trained by Todd Hardy. Redmond do set up. Brookdale Maggie 6, owned by Doug and Douglas Pauley of Amherst, Nova Scotia, trained by Phil Sizer, Corey McPherson. 5 minutes wagering time on tonight's second race. Post time just 5 minutes away. The Guardian and Saltwire Network proud to present the James McGregor Gold Cup and Saucer Consolation on Friday night.
The Guardian is the title sponsor of the James McGregor Memorial Gold Cup Consolation. This special race is held annually during Gold Cup Week and honors the contributions of the McGregor family to the harness racing industry.
And the Maritime Magic Man has the quadruple Perio and Avatar J. But Mikey Camden home free and all the way for David Dowling. Mikey Camden dominates.
Don't miss this year's race, scheduled for Friday, August 19th at Red Shores, Charlottetown. The James McGregor Memorial Consolation, proudly sponsored by The Guardian.
Yeah, so The Guardian and Saltwire Network, proud sponsors of the James McGregor Memorial and the Gold Cup Consolation Friday night. Looking forward to that. And we'll have a number of guests that are going to be joining us on Friday night from that network as well. So nice to have you involved in this great tradition. 4 minutes to go, and we're heading out on the track with Ken Morkington and Kurt Hughes.
Out on the track we go here for race number 2. We're about 4 minutes away from post time. We have Exactor, Superfecta, Triactor wagering, and we're kicking off the early pick 4 here in race 2. And you can also tag your ticket with the wild horses. The jackpot is $25. And Mr. Ken Workington, you've landed on the 2 here. Singing Ramona, a 2-year-old filly by Sports Rider, owned by Jamie Smith and Sock McDonald of Charlottetown. A real hard closing second in her latest.
Jamie Smith, a Gold Cup and Saucer finalist this year with Sintra, of course, negotiating the second tier with Anthony McDonald Saturday. But right here at 6-5 is Singing Ramona, the Sports Rider filly. Simply got underway a bit too late, got nosed out from going 3 for 3. It's a nice way of teaching her to race from behind. Draws better for a barn that's batting .595 coming in, 6-5.
Now we go to post 5. That is Stone Beach Lily, a 3-year-old filly by Stonebridge Terror, owned by Trish Hardy of Windsor, Nova Scotia. Todd Hardy, the trainer. Red Doucette will do the driving. Another one with a nice hard closing second in her latest.
Redmond Doucette, bet him again. He'll be a long shot, but he's got a horse in the Gold Cup, of course, Saturday in Stone Beach. Lily is right now 9-5, followed up her first career win with a second by neck in 156-4 against Atlantic Sire Stakes B Division fillies. A chance to stalk the ample inside speed here in a very good field. 9-5, strong action on her.
Okay, down to just a minute to go here before race 2. As I mentioned, we're kicking off the early pick 4 here in race number 2. And for Ken Workington's third selection here in race 2, he's going to go with the 3 Scarlet Summer, owned by Daryl McLean. He is also the trainer and driver. He does it all for this 2-year-old filly by Sunshine Beach, another one that raced really well in her latest.
And Kurt, he's sporting some pretty nifty numbers. As a driver, 574. As a trainer, 488. Scarlett Summer, 2 wins, 2 seconds at 5 career starts. Can pretty much not do much better than that. Fresh off a narrow loss from the rails, she continues to improve. Logically figures to be a prominent player again here. And right now, you're getting 9-1 on her.
All right, so there's a look. We talked about the draw last night, and just prior to the draw, I had Mr. Warren Ellis, and Warren Ellis and family with Summerside Chrysler Dodge are doing the Smash the Record performance for $10,000. That's the promotion. It happens on the Gold Cup and Saucer Final presented by Atlantic Lottery. And the owner of the winning horse, who can break the track record of 150-1 in the Gold Cup Final, will receive $5,000. The second place finisher will receive $1,500, and every other starter in the final will receive $500. Smash the Record $10,000 promotion is presented by Warren Ellis and family at Summerside Chrysler Dodge. So it's post time for race number 2, 4-H Challenging Pioneers, Gould's, Newfoundland. In behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate and back upstairs for the race call, here's Vance Cameron.
Shadow of a Lady, Singing Ramona, Scarlett Summer, Where Are We Yoko, Stone Beach Lily, Brookdale Maggie. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing coming from the outside, Stone Beach Lily going to the lead towards the rail. Shadow the Lady up between horses, Singing Ramona. Then coming on the far outside, Brookdale Maggie is fourth. Away fifth, Scarlett Summer, and the trailer, Where Are We Yoko, the quarter pole bound, Singing Ramona for Adam Murner will lead it. Shadow of a Lady got away second. Now third is Stone Beach Lily. Racing fourth at the rail to Scarlett Summer. Now fifth is Where Are We Yoko. Brookdale Maggie had to go to Plan B. Backed up to be the trailer. 30 seconds flat was the quarter. Midway on the turn for the first time, the 3/8 is the next station, and Singing Ramona will lead them there. Shadow of a Lady away with the 2-hole ride, racing from third. That's Stone Beach Lily. Scarlett Summer goes fourth. Where Are We Yoko fifth. Then the trailer sixth. Brookdale Maggie, they're halfway home in the second. Singing Ramona, the midway point leader. Second is Shadow of a Lady from the outside. First up, third is Scarlett Summer. In at the rail, fourth is Stone Beach Lily. Where Are We Yoko on the outside, fifth. Trailing at the rail, Brookdale Maggie, 1 minute, 3 for an opening half mile. They swing to the backstretch for the final time. 3/4 coming next. Singing Ramona, the leader. Shadow of a Lady is second. Up the inside, Stone Beach Lily takes over third. Brookdale Maggie picks up fourth at the rail. In between horses, Scarlet Summer back pedals to fifth. And the trailer, Where Are We Yoko, 3/4 in 1:30 and 2. They move round the turn for the final time, and it's all Singing Ramona here. Second is Stone Beach Lily. Third up the rail, Shadow of a Lady, and down the home stretch they come, and it's Singing Ramona, making it look mighty easy for a motionless Adam Murner. Stone Beach Lily was second, rallying up the inside. Third is Brookdale Maggie. 1:58. 2. Closing quarter went 28 seconds flat.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media here in Race 2. It was the 4-H Challenging Pioneers Goulds Newfoundland Pace. And how about this trip from Singing Ramona and Adam Murner? Big back half here tonight, Ken.
Yeah, final quarter 28 as well, and as we pointed out before the race, simply got underway a bit too late in the previous start. The first two were on the engine. She's back on the choo-choo tonight. She's the daughter of sports writer, and you see Adam Murner, as Vance Cameron astutely points out. He's just sitting there, a passenger, motionless, no urging whatsoever, trained by Jamie Smith, who sends out Sintra in the Gold Cup and Saucer 63. Singing Ramona goes 3 for 4, 1:58 and 2 is a new mark for this filly. Stone Beach Lily second best again. Brookdale Maggie third in the second.
Well, Socky McDonald's got a lot of old home weeks under his belt, owned a lot of horses. He's got a real nice homebred filly in Singing Ramona as she arrives at the second race winner's circle. Bay-pacing filly, the 2-year-old daughter of sports writer, is off the Western Ideal Dam, Gilbert Hanover. A homebred of Jamie Smith and Socky McDonald of Charlottetown. Jamie does the conditioning. Adam Inner put her on top at every call. She'll pace to a new record tonight, 1:58 and 2. Singing Ramona wires the second. At trackside, the 4-H Challenging Pioneers of Goulds, Newfoundland. Joining us this old home weekend, they have the trackside presentation.
This race replay is brought to you by Windermere Farms. The top tier of Atlantic Canadian stallions have their hooves planted firmly at Windermere Farms in Springvale, PEI. When breeding an Atlantic Canadian champion, look no further than Malicious, Legion of Honor, Source of Pride, and Somewhere Fancy. Go to windermerefarmspei.weebly.com for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, the racing officials are going to upgrade the track condition and the variant, and they're going to date it back to the first race tonight. The track condition will be listed as good with a 1-second variant. Track condition listed as good, 1-second variant. Here's the official results from the second. Shadow of a Lady, 5th. Singing Ramona, the winner. Scarlet Summer, 4th. Where We Yoko, 6th. Stone Beach Lily, 2nd. Brookdale Maggie, 3rd. 30, 1 minute 3. 130 and 2. And the mile 158 and 2. In review, it's 514, 623. Singing Ramona paid 310. The exactor 580, triactor 6340, superfecta 1701. The early double 760.
Okay, so getting ready for race number 3, the Atlantic Sires Stakes, 2-year-old colts. They'll be on the track in just a minute. Exacta 20-cent super, triactor wagering. Guys, let's get an update right now as we roll into the week. It's Wednesday, so let's have a look at the top driver standings. The Francis McIsaac Memorial Award, the top points driver of Old Home Week. And Mark Campbell is leading right now. Ken and Kurt with 73 points. Corey McPherson is second with 54. And Dowling sits third with 53.
Yeah, and two of those drivers, of course, will be in the Gold Cup and Saucer. Mark Campbell, Jason Hughes. We mentioned Corey McPherson. I'm talking him up a lot. Had some good luck selecting him this week. David Dowling as well, already with a win tonight. And, of course, Adam Murner, who just scored in the previous race. So shapes up as a great race here. I think in the end, I think Corey McPherson does it.
All right, well, Kurt, nice to see your brother Jason in there, the Blue Knight, and, still a lot of time left before the end of the week.
Yeah, sure is. He's in 4th right now with 38 points, but Campbell with the early lead with 73 points. Campbell's always tough to knock off in this Francis McIsaac Memorial each Old Home Week.
First division of the Atlantic Sires third race parade. Number 1, Proud of You Today, is owned by Gordon, David, and Douglas Neal and Keith Ford. Keith Ford, the trainer. Adam Murner drives. Bound to Pan Out, number 2, is owned by A Matter of Time, stable of Charlottetown, trained by Ronnie Matheson, Kenny Murphy driving. J.J. Landon 3 is owned by David Lund of Moncton, New Brunswick, trained by Jills Berrio, Mark Bradley drives. Bad Boy Boogie the 4, owned by Dana Sweet of Bloomfield Station, Dana is the trainer, Mike McGuigan driving. King of Kensington wears number 5, owned by Ian Donald of Fredericton, New Brunswick, trained by Earl Watts, David Dowling. No Fool McKinley, number 6, owned by Garth Cole of Kensington, Alfred Baglow of Freetown, Garth is the trainer, driven by Kenny Arsenault. Arthur's Shadow, number 7, owned by Toad Hall Racing of Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, trained and driven by Dale Spence. Number 8, Magical Lucas, owned by Barry Martin of Sydney, Nova Scotia, trained by Ronnie Gass. That's Corey McPherson. 3 minutes wagering time on the third. Finalists in the Gold Cup and Saucer are invited to the Gold Cup reception Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. on the trackside patio. A reminder to finalists, it's a 2 p.m. Let's have a strong representation for this event.
Well, we talked about the Gold Cup and Saucer and the finalists at the trackside patio. We look forward to that. Ken Morgan and I will be co-hosting that event. And there's a look at the ambassadors and the horses as they line up. And their charities will be in location there as well. So Major Hill, Matty Clow, Patrick the Piranha, Sophie Quinn, Ideal Perception, Haley Morrell. You have betting again there with Carly A. Fleck. No plan intended, Ashley McDonald. Odina Road, Haley Cameron, Laugh Again Hanover, Alexis Mundell, Time to Dance, Faith Gavin, and Isabella McKay with the 9-horse Sintra.
Okay, out onto the track we go here for race number 3. It's our first look at freshman colts in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. This is a B division, purse $3,000. And Mr. Workington, you're going to go with the 2 in here. Bound to Pan Out. A Matter of Time stable of Charlottetown is the owner. 2-year-old gelding by Peng Shui, driven tonight by Kenny Murphy and trained by Ron Matheson. Nice closing quarter in that qualifier.
Yeah, he was able to shave some time as well in that second qualifier. He finished well, 29-1, as you point out. The inside draw gives him an obvious advantage here as a fresh threat, the fresh angle here, in what I think is a wide-open field as we try to beat the favorite at 6-5.
I agree. This is a real wide-open group of 2-year-olds here in this B division. And now we're going to get a look at Proud of You Today, leaving from the pole position here tonight. A 2-year-old gelding by Peng Shui, owned by Gordon, David, Douglas, Lee Neal, and Keith Ford. Keith the trainer, and Adam Murner, fresh off that win in the last race, has another really good shot with this 2-year-old son of Peng Shui.
Yeah, this gelding rode a perfect pocket trip and had to settle for second again. That was 17 days ago. Not much of a concern here. Back on the rail for Adam Murner, looking for a back-to-back tonight. Gets a big chance to flash further potential at 4-1. And we've got a happy birthday here to Dale Boswell. Happy birthday, Dale Boswell.
Okay, we're getting close here in race number 3. We're getting close to post time here as we get a look at the 4 Bad Boy Boogie, a 2-year-old colt by Peng Shui. Mike McGuigan will do the driving for trainer Dana Sweet. He's also the owner from Bloomfield Station PEI. This colt looked good in his latest, Ken.
Yeah, minus the blind brattle on the outside was the equipment change here. Bad Boy Boogie left alertly from the rail, raced well for a piece of the pie in his debut. So he needed the race, of course, and he race timed in 1:58.2. This is a real soft spot for him to take another step forward. 6-5, though, is hard to take. I played 2-1-4.
Delaying the start for the third race. 2 bound to pan out. Returns for an equipment adjustment.
So an equipment adjustment on the 2 there. Bound to pan out. When that colt comes back on the track, we'll be heading our way to the gate. So there's a look at J.J. Landon on the track right now for David Lund of Moncton. Gilles Barrios, the trainer. Mark Bradley doing the driving tonight. Great chat to Mark Bradley last night. I had a committee meeting at Danny McDonald's stable last night, and it was nice to get down, see everyone. Had a great chat with Mark, many others, over to the Murphy stable for a while, the Polton stable, the Arsenal stable. Where wasn't I? McGuigan stable.
Made the rounds last night.
I think I did. Yeah, it's always good to make a stop around, you know, and I was home early, Kurt. You would have been proud of me.
Oh, well, that's great. And Danny McDonald's stable is a good barn to go in.
Well, yeah, there's always great stories, and everybody's home for Old Home Week, and, you know, it's just one of those areas. It's so great. Saw Paul McKenzie last night. Great chat to him. Nice to have Paul home, and want to do something special for him because, as you know, he had a milestone, guys, not long ago with, 9,000 wins. Incredible. MRSB in the Judges Tower tonight. Welcome to you. Looks like the rain is tapered off a little bit for you. Racing officials, Atlantic Province's Harness Racing Commission did change the rating on the track. It's good now with a 1 second variant. Okay, so good is the rating, 1 second variant as we get set to go for the third. By the way, the committee meeting last night was chaired by Jim Kerr. He did a great job. All right, in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate we go for the third race. Back upstairs for the race call. Here's Vance Cameron.
First division of the Atlantic Sires. Proud of you today. Bound to pan out. J.J. Landon. Bad Boy Boogie, King of Kensington. No Fool McKinley. Arthur Shadow. Magical Lucas outside. Full field of 8, and they're up on the gate. Top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. The rough and pacing King of Kensington, fancy stepping, getting out here. From the outside, that is Arthur's Shadow on the rail. Into the turn, Proud of You today, dropping in to be third. That's J.J. Landon. Coming up on the outside fourth, Magical Lucas. Away at the rail fifth is Bad Boy Boogie. King of Kensington now drops in sixth with Bound to Pan Out. And the trailer, No Fool McKinley. Proud of You today for Adam Murner is the leader. Caught on the outside, Arthur's Shadow goes under urging, up now to challenge for top spot. Third at the inside is J.J. Landon. They're on by the quarter, 30 seconds flat. Arthur's Shadow and Spence have taken over the lead. Proud of You today is second. J.J. Landon third. On the move in the outside fourth. Bad Boy Boogie underway. Fifth up the rail, that is Magical Lucas. Racing from sixth, King of Kensington. Seventh is Bound to Pan Out. Then the trailer on the outside, No Fool McKinley. They're halfway home in the Sire Stakes, led by Arthur Shadow. From the outside, Bad Boy Boogie now is second. In the pocket, Proud of You Today, third. 1 minute and 2 was the half. Fourth around the turn is J.J. Landon. From the outside, Magical Lucas on the move, fifth. Racing six is No Fool McKinley. Then it's King of Kensington. And on the outside, the trailer, Bound to Pan Out. New leader is Bad Boy Boogie, and McGuigan going to 3/4. Arthur Shadow could not fend him off. He's now second. Proud of You Today at the rail, third. Stalling on the outside, fourth. That is Magical Lucas. That is Bound to Pan Out, circling on the far outside. 3/4 in, 1:31 and 3 with just an 8 left to go. And all alone, Bad Boy Boogie headed on home. Bound to Pan Out comes out of the pack second. Proud of You Today is taking over third, but it's Bad Boy Boogie doing the shuffle here for Mike McGuigan in the Atlantic Sires. Second, that is Bound to Pan Out. We'll need a show photo. Time for the mile in 2:01 and 2.
Atlantic Sire Stakes 2-year-old Colts B division on track for the third race, and we're going to get a look at the slow-mo here, brought to you by Universal Media. What a dominant performance by Bad Boy Boogie and Mike McGuigan, and your top call, Ken, closed strong for second here.
Yeah, and he was, let's see, he was $26.20 on the board, too. He circled the field. That was Bound to Pan Out at Kenny Murphy, but it's Bad Boy Boogie who rallies off the speed here. Proud of You Today. Arthur Shadow cleared the lead. Proud of You Today, part of that those early fractions of 30 seconds, a minute 2/5, 1:31 and 3. But once Michael McGuigan unleashed the son of Peng Shui, he was gone. Bad Boy Boogie with his first win in his second career start, 2:01 and 2, final quarter 29 and 4. Bound to Pan Out, or should I say Pan Oot, was second, and the one, Proud of You Today, was third. Hey, Kurt, we had the Tri-Bucks.
Boxing it up here in race 3, Atlantic Sire Stakes B division. Big trip from Bad Boy Boogie here in the third.
Bad Boy Boogie. Oh, love the name. He's arriving at the third race winner's circle tonight. Bay Pacing Colt 2 by Peng Shui. From the Astronomical Dam, RE's Nancy. Dana Sweet of Bloomfield Station owns trains. Also the breeder of the colt, Mike McGuigan, in the driver's seat to guide him to a maiden record of 2:01 and 2/5. Bad Boy Boogie in the Atlantic Sire Stakes with the trackside presentation.
This race replay is brought to you by Symes Horse Transport. Based in Nova Scotia and with over 20 years of experience, Chucky Symes would welcome an opportunity to transport your horses when you need them moved. Operating 2 rigs, Symes Horse Transport offers safe, feasible, and timely trucking in Canada and in the U.S. We also buy and sell horses. To book a stall and to get a quote, call or text 902-664-7086 or email st.symes@gmail.com. Good luck racing.
Here's the official results now from the third race. Proud of You Today was third. Bound to Pan Out second. J.J. Landon sixth. Bad Boy Boogie the winner. King of Kensington fourth. No Fool McKinley was seventh. Arthur's Shadow finished fifth. Magical Lucas was eighth. The fractions were 30, 1 minute 2. 131 and 3, and the mile time 201 and 2. In review 326, 147, 58. Bad Boy Boogie paid $5.60 to win. Exactor $44, Triactor $95.70, and the Superfecta $55.04. Well, we have some good and we have some bad news on tonight's 50-50 draw. The $1,890 from last night, well, nobody wanted it, so it's going into tonight's pool. And right now, the winner's going to take home $3,000. Make sure you get your 50-50 draw ticket on this night, with $3,000 going to go to the winner. On the fourth race post parade, it's the Rocky Chief, Harvey and Randy McCacker Memorial, number 1 Mayhem Man, owned by Mary Jean and Jay Noy of Clyde River. Jay the trainer, Brody McPhee drives. 2 Lincoln Sealster, owned by Colby Link from Reserve Mines, Nova Scotia, Sean Link training and driving. 3 Sharks Play is owned by James and Jennifer Barlow. Nakia Bridges Barlow, Summerside. James is the trainer. Mark Campbell drives. Gary Chappell of Charlottetown is the owner and the driver. Stacy Lund trains for O to Be Me. 5 is Rash Behavior, is owned, trained, and driven by Mike Peters of Emmyvale. 6 is Overwatch, owned by Fred Painter, Debbie and Neil Ramsey. Fred is the trainer. Kenny Murphy drives. You have 4 minutes wagering time on the 4th race. Back to Studio 63 with Lee Drake in the HBI Broadcast Center with Kurt Hughes and Ken Workington. This is Race Day Live from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
Okay, so just before we go to the gate here on the 4th race tonight, there is the big announcement that we had earlier, of course, by the Premier last Saturday, and it's the Earl Smith Memorial Award top percentage trainer, guys, for Old Home Week, and Jason Hughes is leading there with a sparkling average.
Yeah, it's pretty tight all the way here. Mike McGuigan, we just saw him win. Mark Campbell, of course, always strong. Claire McDonald, she can do no wrong. And Melissa Rennie, there's another strong stable. These are just barns that you take note of when you're handicapping the races and to see where their horses are and how they're doing. And best of luck to them.
And nice to see Big Bro on top there, batting .555 currently. He is the current leader to knock off here in the Earl Smith Memorial Award. This is just a great touch having this award named in his honor. And yes, Jason Hughes leads the way with that sparkling .555 training average. Okay, out onto the track we go here for race number 4, and it is the Rocket Chief Harvey and Randy McEachran Memorial. Family and friends will be trackside with the winner for the cooler presentation. On track we go here. We're all on board. The one here, Mayhem Man, owned by Mary Jean and Jay Noy of Clyde River, now 10-year-old gelding by Coast to Coast Yankee. Brody McPhee gets the call for trainer Jay Noy. A couple nice efforts. 5th last time out, Ken.
Yeah, Kurt, I'm always trying to fish out a price, as you know. And Mayhem Man, I guess I got to chalk out here. 10-year-old has come around recently. He's gotten more serious in his last 2, more intensity at the lower level. Brody McPhee is back in the bike tonight, as you can see there. And from the rail, he can play the stock and pop game. He's 4-5.
Couple of nice closing quarters on Mayhem Man as well. And now right next door, we're going to go to Lincoln Sealster. Kobe Link, Reserve Mines, Nova Scotia, is the owner of this now 8-year-old gelding by Cam Luck. Sean Link, the trainer and driver. Nice to see them over here on Prince Edward Island for Big Week. Lincoln Sealster definitely has a shot in here, Ken.
14-1. There's my price. He's taken a few starts to regain his form since the 6th scratch on July 16th. He ships from north side, gets an inside draw. Chance to surprise this bunch here.
And now one spot over, we're going to go to the 3 Sharks Play, 10-year-old gelding by Shadow Play. James and Jennifer Barlow, Nakia Bridges Barlow of Summerside are the owners. James Barlow, the trainer, tried to go wire to wire last time out, just gave it up late. But can you see it as easy as 1, 2, 3 in here?
Yeah, well, Sharks Play, as you point out, goes to the top, and I always like that sudden display of speed. The 10-year-old won for his last 31, winless in 9 this season. Again, that sudden display of speed is positive. It was at Summerside last out. And Mark Campbell takes the lines here. That's another positive, another check mark, and he's 9-5.
So there's a look at Oh to Be Me, Gary Chappell for Stacy Lund here tonight, leaving from post 4. Rash Behavior, nice to see him back in the track. Michael Peters back in action here tonight from post 5, right alongside. And there's the look at the 3 as we just talked about. Sharks Play, so Rocket Chief, Harvey and Randy McCachran Memorial coming up on race number 4. Got a couple of still events here. So it's Wednesday night here in Charlottetown. Tomorrow night, the Park After Dark Harness Racing Karaoke, always a very popular play. It'll start just right at the end of the races. Then on Friday night, it's the James McGregor Memorial Gold Cup Consolation Race. That's presented by the Guardian Saltwater Network. And the Fancy Hat Day and, of course, Birthplace Confederation Series presented by the City of Charlottetown on Saturday in honor of Lloyd Palmer. So just some of the action, of course. It all leads up to the Gold Cup and Saucer Final, presented by Atlantic Lottery for $100,000. So it's post time for the 4th, and they're in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate and upstairs for the race call. Here's Vance Cameron.
Holy, surrounded by royalty up here now. Hall of Famer Wally Hennessy, and how about Mark Beckwith? Gold Cup and Saucer, Patrick the Piranha. We're talking 49-4, too, Lee. Wow. Here's the 4th, Mayhem Man, Lincoln Sealster Sharks Play. Oh, to be me, Rash Behavior. Overwatch outside. Here they come. Rough and pacing. Lincoln Sealster and Sharks Play leave out. On the rail, Mayhem Man is 3rd. Oh, to be me, he'll go to the turn 4th. Rash Behavior's away 5th, and Overwatch, he's going to trail in the early going. So they arrive at the opening 8. Lincoln Sealster for Sean Link made the lead. Sharks Play dropped in for the 2-hole ride, racing from 3rd. Mayhem Man, he's going to come early here for McPhee. Oh, to be me goes 4th, racing from 5th. That on the inside is Rash Behavior. Trailing the field is Overwatch on by the opening quarter. Lincoln Shields to the leader. Here's some early company. Mayhem Man now. Oh, they're to it and at it. At it and to it up front. 29-3 was the quarter. Mayhem Man has committed himself, and he's caught out here towards the rail. Lincoln Shilster now gives way 2nd. Sharks Play has watched that battle 3rd. Oh, to be me 4th. Here comes Overwatch. He's underway in the outside 5th. Now the trailer. That is Rash Behavior. Halfway home, Mayhem Man. 58 seconds flat was the half. Approaching the 5/8, a 2-length lead for Mayhem Man and Brody McPhee. 2nd is Lincoln Shilster. Up and on the move in the outside. Overwatch is now 3rd. 4th at the rail, Sharks Play. Oh, to be me. Tipping out 5th. Trailing the field, Rash Behavior. We're down to a quarter of a mile to go. And it's Mayhem Man, the leader at that station. 1:29 and 1 the time. Their well group as they round the turn for the 2nd and final time. Shade more than an 1/8 of a mile out. Mayhem Man will bring them home. Overwatch grinding away on the outside towards the rail. Lincoln Shilster. Oh, to be me on the far outside. Deep stretch. Now Mayhem Man on the line for Brody McPhee. Tight for the deuce. Oh, to be me up against Overwatch in a place picture. Time for the mile. 2 minutes, 3/5.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universal Slow-Mo here for race 4. Was the Rocket Chief, Harvey and Randy McCachran Memorial. Family and friends will be trackside for the cooler presentation. And Ken, Brody McPhee had to pay a price with Mayhem Man. They cleared up at 3/8, but he hangs on for the win here.
Yeah, used him early, as we had pointed out before the race. He had come around and gotten more serious in his last 2 at these lower levels. The 10-year-old by Coast to Coast Yankee launches his bid to the front. 29.358, 129. And I got to be honest with you, Kurt, at the top of the stretch, I didn't think he was going to hold on. 30-3 final quarter, 2 minutes 3/5 here for his first win of the campaign with Brody McPhee going to the well here. Mayhem Man, and it was a battle for the second spot. 6 Overwatch at 7-5 overcomes the first over for second, and it's the 4 To Be Me at 8-1. Third on the board, we've got 1-6-4-2.
And I was at the McPhee stable last night, too, with the committee meeting. So nice to talk to Brody and Amber and all the folks there.
Mayhem Man arriving at the fourth race winner's circle. Bay facing gelding 10 by Coast to Coast Yankee off the Estrellas Dam. Sister Sarah Brown, owned by Mary Jean and Jay. Clyde River, Jay does the training. Brody McPhee picks up the win. Time of the mile in 2 minutes and 3/5. Mayhem Man in the fourth. Down at trackside, that is the Rocket Chief. Harvey and Randy McCacheran Memorial Cooler presentation.
The management and staff at Red Shores want your experience to be fun and entertaining. That is why we offer information on how our games work, tips to keep your gambling fun, and available community resources. For more information, please speak to one of our PlayWise advisors or stop by the PlayWise Information Center.
Here's the official results in the fourth. Mayhem Man the winner, Lincoln Sealster fourth. Sharks Play fifth. To Be Me third. Rash Behavior finished sixth. Overwatch was second. They went 29-3, 58. 129-1, and the mile 2 minutes and 3/5. In review, it's 145,362. Mayhem Man $4. Exactor $780. Triactor $2120. Superfactor was $838.
To Kyle Mason on winning the Gamester Pinckney Memorial Cup. And Red Shores, Wendy McRae Suits, Grattan Helmets, and LeBlanc Designs. Ben Hollingsworth Racing, Dunsand Farms, Wicked Powder Coating, and the Gamester family. Organizers would also like to thank Meridian Farms of Calgary, Alberta, Peter Francis Insurance Services, along with the cooperation of the PEI Harness Racing Industry Association and the Nova Scotia Harness Racing Industry. Gamester Pinckney Memorial Cup in 2022. Post break coming up right now.
Jay's Little Spark #1, owned by Chris McGinnis, Hampshire, trained by Greg McGinnis, Dale Spence driving. Steal Me a Treasure 2 is owned by Jennifer Doyle and Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge, trained by Jennifer Doyle, Jason Hughes drives. Dueling Banjos 3 is owned by Jay and Mary G. Noy, Denise and William Andrew, trained by Jay Noy, Mark Campbell drives. For Acroturias, owned by David Kent of North Rustico, Kenny Arsenal, the trainer, tonight Mike McGuigan. Locker Up #5, owned by Jamie Kennedy of Charlottetown, trained and driven by Kenny Arsenal. Fluentosity 6, owned by Shane and Blaine Baglow of Cornwall, trained by Blaine Baglow, David Dowling. Seven is Woodmere Roll Lily, owned by Marcia Knox, Corey Livingston, and Stephen McDonald, trained by Melissa Rennie, driven by Adam Murner. 8 is Dusty Lansendale, owned by Alexis Gass of Cornwall. Alexis is the trainer. Corey McPherson does the driving. Down to 4 minutes wagering time on race #5. And gentlemen, we're coming up with our super high 5 selections in the 5th race, and we thank Results Advertising and Marketing for their presentation of the Vance Cam. And here in the 5th, I'm going to the outside of the starting gate, like #7, Woodmere Roll Lily. She always gets a check, and if you look down the program where those pair of deuces was, she was on a pretty good run prior to that one. She'll have to overcome the outside tonight, but she does get a little class relief. I'll look for Murner to double up in here. I like the 2, Steal Me a Treasure. Took a little air his last start, or I should say her last start, but she did go on to win in 59 flat. For the show dough, I'm going to the 4 entry, and that is Acroturi. This mare's been on a bit of a roll, winning 2 of her last 3 in 57 and change. Going to go to the outside wing, and Dusty Lane Zendaya should get a price on her, and right now at 19-1. I like her for 4th, and my super high 5 concludes with the 5-horse Locker Up. I'm going 7-2-4-8-5. Gentlemen, your super high 5 choices are what?
Well, I like your top pick there, Vance. Woodmere Roll Lily, 7-time winner this season. Has been knocking on the door against better mares. Tough trips recently. Challenging post here, but she is sharp and hails from a hot barn. Acrotiri, the 4 right now at 2-1. This mare's been on fire, winning 2 of her last 3. Lowered her mark to 157-1 in the process. The 2, Steal Me a Treasure's 4-1. The roan mare draws better here, fresh off the class drop and pop blowout win. You like that, Kurt? 159. Jason Hughes above the wheels again for a barn that's hitting on all cylinders. So it's a 7-4-2, and I'll add the 1 and the 8 to complete my high 5.
I'm with you. I like those 5 as well, Ken. I'm going to go with a 7-4-8-2-1. A little different order. I do like the 7 to win it, Woodmere Roll Lily. I do like Acrotiri. She's been racing good. And Dusty Lanes and Day also racing well. And I'm going to throw in the 2 and 1 in there for 4th and 5th. So you've heard our super high 5 tickets here for race 5. Good luck with your selections. You just got a minute to get in on the super high 5 action here in race 5. tight place photo in that fourth race with the 6 just getting the nose ahead of the 4 there. It was a 1-6-4 triactor there in the fourth race. What a tight photo for place. Woodmere Roll Lily, current bettor's choice right now at 3-5 as the Philly Mares begin to line up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's fifth race. It is the Mary Jane Arsenault Memorial. Family and friends will be trackside for the cooler presentation. And now let's send it over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Jay's Little Sparks. Steal Me a Treasure, Dueling Banjos, Acroturi. Lock Her Up, Fluentosity, Woodmere Roll Lily, Dusty Lane, Zendaya outside. They're on the gate. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, Steal Me a Treasure leaving out. Jay's a Little Spark towards the rail. Dueling Banjos third. 4 high into the turn. Acroturi fourth. Lock Her Up will cross over fifth. Woodmere Roll Lily sixth. Then it's Fluentosity and the trailer. Dusty Lane, Zendaya, up the backstretch they go. Steal Me a Treasure for the Blue Knight. Jason Hughes will lead it early. Jay's a Little Sparks away second. There third is Dueling Banjos. Acroturi on the cones fourth. Lock Her Up has fifth. Woodmere Roll Lily unhurried in the early going. She's away sixth. Racing seventh. That's Fluentosity and trailing the field. Dusty Lane, Zendaya 28. And 4 was the quarter, and Steal Me a Treasure comes off the turn towards the half mile with the lead. Second is Jay's a Little Spark. Dueling Banjos continuing third. Acroturi coming to the outside fourth. And her stablemate is Lock Her Up to follow her out fifth. Woodmere Roll Lily is sixth. Up the inside is Dusty Lane, Zendaya. Now the trailer. Fluentosity, 58 and 1 was the half. Midway into the paddock, turn for time 2, approaching 5/8. Steal Me a Treasure, the leader. Company coming to call. Acro Turi now run alongside. Third up the rail is Jay's A Little Spark. Locker up between horses is fourth. 3 wide, Woodmere Roll Lily coming fifth. Then in 6 is Dueling Banjos. Fluentosity 7th. Dusty Lane Zendaya trails. 3/4 up in 1. 28 and 1. They move round the turn for the second and final time. Approaching the 7/8. In at the rail, Acro Turi. Here's Woodmere Roll Lily now. Up on the outside to take over the lead. Locker up is third. Dueling Banjos fourth. Jay's A Little Spark as they come to the wire next. Woodmere Roll Lily doubles up out of Murder. Acro Turi held second. Dueling Banjos finishes third. The time for the mile, 1:57.4.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universum slow-mo here for race 5. It was the Mary Jane Arsenault Memorial, and Jason Hughes and the 2 Steal Me a Treasure put up the early fractions, but what a finish here for the 7 Woodmere Roll Lily, Ken. A great trip from her and Myrner.
Steal Me a Treasure and Acro Turi hooking up off the fractions of 28-4, 58-1, 128 and 1. And what a move up the backstretch and 3 wide from way out of it. Woodmere Roll Lily. We had pointed out a 7-time winner this season. She had been knocking on the door, and tonight she kicks it in for hot connections of Adam Myrner and Melissa Rennie. A mare by Roll With It Harry. 8th win on the campaign, 17th career victory, 157-4 over Acro Turi, who holds on to second despite the tough trip. Dueling Banjos up for the show dough.
Woodmere Roll Lily arriving at the 5th race winner's circle. Bay pacing mare, the 5-year-old daughter of Roll With It Harry. Off the Modern Art Dam, A Little Easter Magic, owned by Marcia Knox, Corey Livingston, and Stephen McDonald, trained by Melissa Rennie. Adam Murner's second winner tonight for the double, the mile 157-4. Woodmere Roll Lily will double up Murner. In the 5th, down at trackside, it is the Mary Jane Arsenault Memorial. Cooler presentation. Now the official results in race 5, Jay's Little Spark 5th, Steal Me a Treasure 7th, Dueling Banjos 3rd, Acroturi was 2nd, Locker Up 4th, Fluentosity was 8th, Woodmere Roll Lily, the race winner. Dusty Lanesondale was 6th. The fractions were 28 and 4, 58 and 1, 128 and 1, and the mile 157 and 4. In review, it's 5-7-3, 2-4-8, 1-6. Woodmere Roll Lily paid $340 to win. The Exactor $12.50, Triactor $218.20, Super High 5 at $757.09.
HBI players across the country who play Red Shores Charlottetown during Gold Cup week will receive 3% cashback, plus HBI PEI players who wager on the Gold Cup week racing have a chance to win a $500 account bonus rebate at the end of the week, and players must opt in for the promotion with complete details at hbibet.com. Remember, you can be the first in line by placing your bets at the track through HBI using our free Wi-Fi.
All right, before they step on the track, a quick look at our selections here, and it's unanimous at 1-9 here. Malignity in the Atlantic Sire Stakes 2-year-old Colts A division. I went 156, Kurt 165, post time 125, classifier 156. Good luck.
Sixth race, a division of the Atlantic Sires. Number 1 is Malignity, owned by Debbie Francis and Roseanne Langell. Paul Langell, training and driving. 2 is Roman Raven, owned by David Ferguson of Sydney. Paul Niven of Halifax, Nova Scotia, trained by Tom Weatherby. Adam Murner drives. 3, Nibbler, owned by Greyland Farm of Gulf Shore, and Joseph Gamba from Pugwash, Nova Scotia, trained by Mark Campbell. Tonight, Jason Hughes. Number 4, Sioux Warrior, owned by Walter Diggle. Brady McDougall of Inverness, Nova Scotia. Brady does the training. Redmond Doucette drives. Meraki 5, owned by Daryl and Gordon McLean, Megan McDonald, and Natasha Campbell. Daryl McLean, training and driving. Number 6, No Boats on Sunday, is owned by Jackie Heffernan of Glace Bay, Nova Scotia, trained by Miles Heffernan Jr., Miles Sr. above the wheels. Only 2 minutes wagering time on race number 6. The on-track pick 5 starts on this race. Get your ballots in before the start of race 6.
Okay, out onto the track we go for race 6. It's our first look at freshman phenom colts in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. 2-year-old colts, A division purse, $16,940. We have exactor, superfecta, triactor wagering, win, play, show, the wild horses tag, and as Vance mentioned, the on-track pick 5 kicks off here in race 6. You got to get your ballots in before the start of this race, and all eyes are on the one here, Ken. This is Malignity, owned by Debbie Francis and Roseanne Langell of Nova Scotia. Paul Langell, the trainer and driver. What an incredible job he's done with this 2-year-old gelding by Malicious. He is on a streak.
Yeah, it took the fans a couple of starts for them to catch on, and he's been the favorite ever since. The Malicious gelding has reeled off 4 consecutive wins, 3 for 3 against the A boys, including a 156-1 romp. We certainly haven't seen his best, and he stands out on the rail here at 1-9.
Malicious has been such a great sire of Malignity, and also the sire of the 5 here, Meraki, 2-year-old gelding by Malicious, owned by Daryl and Gordon McLean, Megan McDonald, and Natasha Campbell. Daryl McLean is the trainer and driver. He tried to wire the field last time out in an overnight, Ken, and just got collared late in the mile, but a nice effort.
Yeah, that strategy might work again. Who knows? This gelding's been on the board in 4-5. I'm liking the sudden display of speed last Friday with Daryl McLean in the bike. He's got a chance to show more here. Right now, 5-1.
And now on the screen is the 6, No Boats on Sunday. This is a 2-year-old gelding by Source of Pride. Miles Heffernan doing the driving for owner Jackie Heffernan of Glace Bay, Nova Scotia. A real good effort in Atlantic Sire Stakes action in his latest in Inverness, Ken. A good 2-hole ride, finishing second.
Yes, Kurt, he's been doing some good things right off the hop. Fired out, yielded to Malignity, and finished a distant second to that rival. Draws outside here, but this gelding's certainly heading in the right direction. We'll see. He can get off the wings.
1-9 currently on Malignity from the rail. 28-1 right now for Roman Raven and Adam Murner. Number 3, Nibbler, currently 11-1. 14-1 on the 4, Sioux Warrior. And Meraki, again, 5-1. And no boats on Sunday, as Ken mentioned. Good off the gate. Miles going to get this guy spotted up close to the lead, I think, in here. And he's a good price right now at 11-1. But all eyes are on the 1, Malignity here, and Langell as they look to go for 5 in a row here in the 6th. We're getting our first look at Atlantic Sire Stakes 2-year-old colt A division, a good group of 6 here lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It is post time. Now let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Kurt, they're $60 shy of $17,000 on the line here in the 6th. Malignity, Roman Raven, Nibbler, Sioux Warrior, Meraki. No boats on Sunday, top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing. Nibbler is leaving out. Off stride on the outside is no boats on Sunday. Malignity along the inside coming on to take the lead. Driving up from the outside for second, that's Meraki. Nibbler's away third. Now fourth is Roman Raven. Fifth at the rails to straighten up the backstretch. They go to the quarter. Malignity for Paul Langell. Check away second. That's Sioux Warrior. Racing from third is Nibbler. Fourth at the rail is Roman Raven. Now in fifth, Meraki, and trailing the field. No boats on Sunday. On by the quarter. They're getting strung out a little in the early going, and there's a solid beginning. 28-2 open it up. Malignity, the fraction setter, opening up now by 4. Second is Sioux Warrior. Nibbler at the rail third. Roman Raven is fourth. There goes Meraki. Up to the outside fifth, trailing the field. No boats on Sunday. Halfway home, led by Malignity. He's all alone at the midway point. Moving into second, that is Nibbler. Sioux Warrior now third. On the move fourth, Meraki underway. Fifth is Roman Raven, and the trailer, that is No Boats on Sunday. 57-3 for half a mile, and we're under a judge's inquiry here. Up the back stretch they go. Malignity the leader. From the outside and racing second, Meraki. Nibbler at the rail third. No boats on Sunday takes fourth. Sioux Warrior back to fifth, and on the outside, Roman Raven coming 3 wide late. 3/4 in 1, 28-1, and it's Malignity absolutely driving away from them at the 7-8. Only battle here might be for the deuce. Nibbler at the rail. Off stride goes Roman Raven, and Malignity, wow, he absolutely destroys them again. In line to Paul Langell, wow, is he ever a going away winner? No boats on Sunday gets second. Nibbler third. 156-1. Wow. The 6th race judge's inquiry involves the conduct of race number 6 coming towards the opening half mile.
Okay, we're under an inquiry here in race 6. It was Atlantic Sire Stakes 2-year-old colts A division. We're going to get a look at the Universum slow-mo here for the 6, and just wow is right from Vance Cameron. And Ken, you mentioned it in the pre-race, Malignity. We haven't seen his best yet. A track rate at 1 second off. What a pure domination here in the 6th.
Yeah, 5 in a row, 4 for 4 now in the A division of Atlantic Sire Stakes. And, you can't blame Paul Angel for running up the score here. Malignity was just too dominant. And, again, the sky's the limit for this son of Malicious, who's now 5 for 6 lifetime, 156 and 1/5 equals his lifetime mark. Final quarter 28 in a Jagola. It is no boats on Sunday, recovering from a wide miscue there at the start, or some missteps, and he recovers to finish second. Nibbler's third at 25-1 here, but as Vance pointed out, it's unofficial with the inquiry dealing with the activity coming towards the half. The 5, Meraki, was fourth. So it's unofficial here, 1-6-3-5.
Results of the 6-race judges' inquiry, no violations. Here comes an exceptional equine athlete into the 6th race winner's circle, and he is Malignity. Pacing Black Gelding 2 by Malicious from the Royal Majesty Dam, Lady Kellyanne. Home of Debbie Francis and Roseanne Langell. The colt bred by Gary McPherson. Paul Angel training and driving. He goes right to his record of 156-1, cruising home in 28 seconds flat. He's amazing, and he is Malignity. Down at trackside in the Atlantic Sire Stakes, we have the cooler presentation. Here's the official results in race 6. Malignity the winner. Roman Raven 6th. Nibbler finished 3rd. Sioux Warrior was 5th. Meraki finished 4th. No Boats on Sunday was 2nd. Fractions of 28-2, 57-3. 128-1, and the mile 156-1. In review, 163-542. Malignity paid $210. The exactor $8, triactor $40.30, and the superfecta $15.74.
The Atlantic Invitational Series Road to the Premier's Cup began with the Walterdale at EPR with events around the Maritimes, including the Governor's Plate, Lindsay Cup, Premier's Pace, Gogwin Memorial, Conroy Memorial, and Reliable Motors Richard Campbell Memorial. It all leads to the Atlantic Invitational Premier's Cup October 9th, right here at Red Shores.
The John Furnace Memorial is tonight's 7th race. Number 1, Doc's Ron Henry, is owned by Don Beaton of Fort Hood, Nova Scotia. Don does the training. Rodney Gillis drives. Tyler's Beach Boy number 2 is owned by Brody Ellis, Susan Thompson, Allison, and Jacob Sweet. Jacob training and driving. Brookdale Ollie number 3, owned by Bill Kinney of Hunter River and Gary Ford of Stratford, trained by Vaughn Doyle. Kenny Arsenault drives. The Twist is 4, owned by Darren Smith of Rocky Point and Jody Sanderson of Cornwall. Darren is the trainer, driven by Jason Hughes. At the helm, number 5, owned by Pamela Moore and Blair Saunders of Truro, Nova Scotia. Pam does the training. Dale Spence up. Well, let's see, number 6, owned by Trish Hardy of Windsor, Nova Scotia, trained by Todd Hardy. Mark Campbell. Elroy Shiner 7 is owned by Frank Sweet of Knutsford, trained by Jansen Sweet. Brady Sweet is the catch driver. 5 minutes wagering time in race 7. Back to the broadcast desk with another new feature for 2022. Kurt and Ken are next with the race day recap presented by Metro Home Building Center.
And we kick it off in the first race tonight in a chalky way. It was the 4 Salzbrook Velveeta, the 4-year-old by Better Than Cheddar. Goes off 6-5 from the 10-1 morning line and takes the lead and draws clear. All alone for David Dowling and Todd Walsh over Cinder Angelina. Forced 3 wide, finished second. Camco Willow third in the first 4-3-5.
And Ken, the chalk parade continued in race 2 as Singin', Ramona, and Adam Murner, they go right down the road. This 2-year-old filly by Sports Writer looks sharp here for trainer Jamie Smith. He had her firing in all cylinders. She gets it done 58-2, back half 57. And for the 2-5-6 try, paid $63.40.
Race 3, Atlantic Sires Stakes, 2-year-old Colts B Division. And it was the Bad Boy Boogie doing the shuffle here for Michael McGuigan. First over, took the lead past 3/4 and opened up on Bound to Pan Out. That's a horse to watch for. First lifetime start for that long shot. Proud of you today, was third. 4-1.
And then the 4th race tonight, it was Mayhem Man and Brody McPhee. They didn't make frontal, just past 3/8, but they hold off here down the stretch. A big half 58. They paid a price, but they fend off the challenges on either side and get it done here in 2 minutes, 3/5, and the 164 paid $21.20.
Pacing mares in race 5, and they went at it past 3/4. 128-1. It was Still Me at Treasure and Acro Terry going toe-to-toe, and Woodmere Roll Lily rolls 3 deep for Adam Murner and Melissa Rennie and draws clear in 157-4 over Acro Terry, who held down to second. 3 Dueling Banjos up for the third spot here, 7-4-3.
And then in race number 6, it was the first division of Atlantic Sires Stakes 2-year-old Colts A division, and it was Malignity, the son of Malicious. He just looks like his father, a big, handsome, sharp-looking horse. He gets it done. Domination, pure domination in the 6th. He gets it done 56-1. Closing quarter, 28 flat as he runs off the screen in the 6th. The 163 try paid $40.30, and that is the race day recap presented by Metro Home Building Center. Okay, out onto the track we go here. 2 minutes to post before race 7 is the John Furnace Memorial. Family and friends will be trackside for the cooler presentation. And Ken, you've landed on the 5 at the helm, owned by Pamela Moore and Blair Saunders of Truro, Nova Scotia. Pamela Moore, the trainer, and Dale Spinner Spence getting the call.
Yeah, Kurt, this is what we call a head scratcher here because you've got 3 horses, the 1, 2, and 6, all with missing lines. And at the helm is my price play here at 10-1. He was pace compromised against a slightly tougher group in his decent acclimating mile last Friday. And now note the Dale Spence is at the helm, and that might be the difference here in this wide open field. At the helm now 11-1.
And as you mentioned, we have a few additional lines in here in race 7. The 1, Doc's Ron Henry, an additional line, finished 5th last time out, 57-3, closed it out 29-2. And Tyler's Beach Boy in that race as well, closed it out 57-1. He had the 2 hole the entire mile, ended up 3rd. Tyler's Beach Boy and Jacob Sweet closed it out there 30 flat. So those are the additional lines here in the 7th. But for second on Ken's ticket, he's going to go with the 3, Brookdale Ollie. Bill Kinney of Hunter River and Gary Ford of Stratford are the owners. Vaughn Doyle, the trainer. Kenny Arsenault, the regular pilot, back in the seat tonight. He's been racing really well of late and good closing quarters on this guy.
Yeah, you got an 0 for 16 on the season, but this is a sharp item here. Nosed out with a perfect trip on the class drop, 2 back, and then he got parked first over, didn't fade much. He draws better here. He's got a chance to snap that skid this season, and right now he's 2-1.
Okay, we're getting close here in race 7. There's a good look at the 6, Well Let's See. Trish Hardy of Windsor, Nova Scotia, the owner. Todd Hardy, the trainer. Mark Campbell gets the call tonight. Well Let's See in short rest. Race here last night. Got the job done by 7 lengths. It was a good second oversteer by Redmond Doucette. They were dominant last night. 56-3, 28-4 closing quarter. Back in here tonight on short rest. You like this one to round out your ticket here tonight, Ken?
Yeah, it goes 3rd time Lasix. Mark Campbell launching into August, winning back-to-back and lowered his mark to 57-2. A refreshed 9-year-old. Can he do it on real short rest after winning the 12th and final last night in 56-3? We'll see.
Okay, Brookdale Ollie, the slight choice right now at 9-5 from post 3 as the horses begin to move up in behind the Metro Home Building Center. Starting gate for tonight's 7th race. It is the John Furnace Memorial. Family and friends will be trackside for the cooler presentation. And now let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Dr. Ron Henry, Tyler's Beach Boy, Brookdale Ollie, the twist at the helm. Well, let's see. Elroy Shiner, top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. Rough and pacing, Tyler's Beach Boy, the first one away. Doc's Ron Henry along the rail is second. Third to the turn is Brookdale Ollie. Away 4th, that is the twist. Now in 5th is at the helm. Rounding the turn, well, let's see, 6. And the trailer, that's Elroy Shiner. So Tyler's Beach Boy likes to lead them early, and he does for Jacob Sweet. But here comes early action. Kenny Arsenault right lines Brookdale Ollie, sending him up on the outside to be second. Third at the rail is Doc's Ron Henry. Way back in the early going 4th, that is the twist. Farther back 5th is at the helm. 28-1, the solid beginning here. Tyler's Beach Boy, the serious leader. Doc's Ron Henry is second. Brookdale Ollie now took second thoughts, and he's backed up to the pylons once again in 3rd. The twist is closing in 4th. At the helm 5th. Now in 6th is Well Let's See. And the trailer, that is Elroy Shiner. Halfway home. home. Tyler's Beach Boy getting him to the opening half mile. 57 and 2. Up and out of on the outside second. There goes the twist. Third towards the rail is Docs Ron Henry. Moving up fourth is at the helm. Brookdale Ollie now fifth. On the outside, oh, well, let's see. Coming 3 wide 6. Trailing the field. Elroy Shiner 3/4 next. And we have a new leader. The twist and the Blue Knight take over at 3/4. Tyler's Beach Boy second. In between horses at the helm third. 3 high coming fourth. That's well, let's see. 3/4 and 1. 28 and 1 as they arrive at the 7/8, led by the twist. Second is Tyler's Beach Boy coming to the outside. Up for third at the helm. Docs Ron Henry fourth. Deep in the stretch now. The twist. Tyler's Beach Boy. Docs Ron Henry. The twist for the Blue Knight. Hughes. Up for second, that was Elroy Shiner. Might have been Tyler's Beach Boy third. 1:58.2.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universum slow-mo here for race 7. It was the John Furness Memorial, and the twist took his time off the wings with Tyler's Beach Boy and Jacob Sweet going to the lead, Ken, but it was Hughes and the twist coming first up and clearing and driving right on by down the lane.
Yeah, aggressive pace setter, as you point out. Tyler's Beach Boy, 28-1, 57-2. Repelling that early bid from Brookdale Ollie at 6-5, 128 and 1, and passing 3/4. It was the twist, the son of Better's Delight, this 4-year-old for Jason Hughes. Third consecutive class drop here for trainer Darren Smith. The twist with his second victory of the season, 8th career win. The twist in 1:58.2, just 30 and 1 on the off-going tonight. Elroy Shiner from out of the clouds for the deuce. Tyler's Beach Boy hangs around for third.
Updating tonight's 50-50 draw, folks. It's up to $4,000. Tonight's 50-50 is at $4,000 to the winner. Now, time's running out. Make sure you get your 50-50 ticket. It's now valued at $4,000.
And Vance, the twist coming back to the winner's circle with Jason Hughes, the Blue Knight. I don't know if it's too early for a request for harness race and karaoke, but do you think we could get the Blue Knight singing the twist?
Well, you know what? I'd even pay money to watch that, Kurt, for sure, without a doubt. We may sign him up and then tell him later. And here is the twist, arriving at that 7th race winner's circle, pacing Brown Gelding 4 by Better's Delight. Off the Dragon Again, Damn Dragon Moon, owned by Darren Smith of Rocky Point and Jody Sanderson of Cornwall. Darren is the trainer. The Blue Knight, Jason Hughes, in the driver's seat for the mile, 1:58 and 2. The twist in the 7th, down at trackside, the John Furness Memorial Cooler presentation. Here's the official results now in race 7. Docs Von Henry 4th, Tyler's Beach Boy 3rd, Brookdale Ollie 7th. The Twist was the winner. At the Helm finished 5th. Well, Let's See was 6th. Elroy Shiner finished 2nd, 28-1, 57-2. 128-1, and the mile 158-2. In review, 437, 1562. The Twist paid $480 to win. The Exactor $198.70. The Triactor $1,218.40. And there is a superfecta carryover.
Check out the Red Shores Race Replay page for past racing events. You can also get race-by-race results, download your own race program free of charge, or get all of our listings for our off-track betting locations at our simulcast theaters. Go to Redshores.ca and click on Racing for more information.
And you can see our selections for the upcoming 8th race. I'm on the 1. Elm Grove Penny right now 3-1 as we try to knock off the chalk here for Better Than Men. 6 Pacific Delight for the 3rd spot. Kurt Hughes 4-1-5. Post time picks 1-4-3. Classifiers choices are 4-1-6. Good luck.
The 8th race is the Angus and Buddy McKenzie Memorial. Number 1 is Elm Grove Penny, owned by Luke Burke of Marshfield, trained by Melissa Rennie, Adam Murner driving. Silly Amos 2 is owned by David Kent of North Rustico, trained and driven by Kenny Arsenault. Geordie's Hope 3 is owned by Lillian, Kevin, and Brian Ladner of Charlottetown. Brian is the trainer. Tonight, Brett McDonald. Better Than Men 4 is owned by Better Than Expected Stable of Mermaid, trained by Todd Walsh, Jason Hughes. Le'Veon Rose 5, owned by the estate of Glennie McKay of Summerside, trained by Lloyd Hanna, Mark Campbell. 6 is Pacific Delight, owned by Jack Keenan of Stratford and Joseph Dahl of Burlington, Ontario, trained by Ron Matheson. Kenny Murphy gets the call. Down to 3 minutes wagering time. On race 8, Red Shores is pleased to announce the Guardian and Saltwire Network as the title sponsor for the James McGregor Memorial Gold Cup Consolation to be raced on Friday night.
The Guardian is the title sponsor of the James McGregor Memorial Gold Cup Consolation. This special race is held annually during Gold Cup Week and honors the contributions of the McGregor family to the harness racing industry.
And the Maritime Magic Man has the quadruple Perio and Avatar J. But Mikey Camden home free and all the way for David Dowling. Mikey Camden dominates.
Don't miss this year's race, scheduled for Friday, August 19th at Red Shores, Charlottetown. The James McGregor Memorial Gold Cup Consolation, proudly sponsored by The Guardian.
Okay, out onto the track we go here for race 8. Just 2 minutes to post here. We got Exactor's Superfecta Tractor wagering, and we're kicking off the late pick 4 in here. We also have that Wild Horses tag. The jackpot is $25. And Ken, you've landed on the one Elm Grove Penny and Adam Murner to get it done here. Owned by Luke Burke of Marshfield, Melissa Rennie out of Her Hot Stable. This one's been racing so good lately.
Yeah, she's looking. This combo's looking for the second win tonight. Elm Grove Penny 7-2, bounced back off a dull mile with a hard-charging third last Thursday. Back-to-back winner in July, moves inside for the Red Hot connections here. Melissa Rennie, Adam Murner looking for the fourth win on the campaign. Elm Grove Penny 7-2.
Okay, just a minute to go here before race 8. Now we're going to get a look at Better Than Men. Jason Hughes doing the driving for the Better Than Expected stable of Mermaid and trainer Todd Walsh. Todd, already a winner on the card. He opened things up with a win with Salzbrook Velveeta in the first. And can he double up here, Ken?
Absolutely. 1-4 favorite right now, capitalized on the class drop, came to life with a power sweep, a mild upset, 156-4 with Jason Hughes last out. Has another big chance to flaunt her class and sharp form in here as the odds-on choice.
Okay, now out to post 6 as we're getting close to post time here in race 8. It is the Angus and Buddy McKenzie Memorial Family and Friends will be trackside for the cooler presentation. This is the 6th Pacific Delight, owned by Jack Keenan of Stratford and Joseph Dahl of Burlington, Ontario. Kenny Murphy will do the driving on this 5-year-old mare by Better's Delight, trained by Ron Matheson. A hard closing second last time out, Ken.
Yep, to Better Than Men. She followed that big wide move of Better Than Men to finish that bang-up second. Just missed before that. She's stuck outside here, but remains a very sharp item at 16-1.
Well, if you don't want to back the chalk here in race number 8, Better Than Men currently 1-4 on now 1-2 on the board. That's a short price for Better Than Men. A lot of good options in here. Ken likes the 6 Pacific Delight. I do too for long shot play right now at 11-1. La Vie and Rose, another good option here at 5-1. Jordy's Hope, the classy old mare, she is 20-1. 4-1 on Silly Amos, who wired the field here 3 back, 56-2. She's got a license to go as well. Again, 4-1, and then 3-1 on the rail sitter here. That is Elm Grove, Penny, and Myrner. We're getting close here in the 8th. Fillion mares lining up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 8th race. It is the Angus and Buddy McKenzie Memorial. Let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Elm Grove Penny, Silly Amos, Jordy's Hope, Better Than Men, LaVion Rose, and Pacific Delight, top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. Rough and pacing. LaVion Rose is leaving out. Elm Grove Penny along the rail. Between horses comes Silly Amos. Then racing between horses goes Better Than Men. To get away 5th is Jordy's Hope. Then the trailer. That is Pacific Delight. They settle in with pylon spots early. All but Better Than Men. She's going to keep coming on the outside and takes dead aim at the leader, who is Elm Grove Penny. Here comes Better Than Men. And the Blue Knight Hughes. They'll clear the lead at the opening quarter. Elm Grove Penny is second. Silly Amos third. Racing from 4th. LaVion Rose, Jordy's Hope 5th, the trailer, Pacific Delight. Oh, it's given go time up front. Murder's headed back to the lead with Elm Grove Penny off a 28-4 opener. Down the stretch they come. They have the half mile in their sights. Out in front at the midway point, Elm Grove Penny. Second, that's Better Than Men. Silly Amos third. On the move in the outside 4th. Jordy's Hope is underway. LaVion Rose at the rail 5th. And on the outside the trailer, Pacific Delight 6th. 58-2 for a half a mile. Rounding the turn going to the 5/8. The leader, Elm Grove Penny. Better Than Men is second. Jordy's Hope has got third on the outside. In at the rail 4th. That's Silly Amos. Up the inside, LaVion Rose 5th. On the outside, the trailer, Pacific Delight. She's swinging out 3 wide. 3/4. Off stride on the lead. Elm Grove Penny just self-destructed late. Now the leader is Better Than Men. The 3/4 in 1:29-2. Arriving at the 7/8. Better Than Men to bring them home. Silly Amos is second. LaVion Rose third. Down the stretch they come. Better Than Men looking to close it out. LaVion Rose is coming late on the outside, but too late. Better Than Men, the Blue Knight wins again. Second, LaVion Rose. Silly Amos third. 1:58-3. There goes the inquiry sign. Race number 8 is now under a judge's inquiry. The judge's inquiry involves the conduct during the stretch drive here in race 8.
Okay, we are under inquiry, as Vance mentioned here, for race 8. It was the Angus and Buddy McKenzie Memorial, and we're going to get a look at the Universum slow-mo. And was the Blue Knight and Better Than Men getting that perfect pocket ride for a while, Ken, but then things opened up the backstretch.
Yeah, Elm Grove Penny, early leader, retaking command, then, went off stride on the lead. So Better Than Men inherits command here after sitting the 2-hole trip, and it's going to be back-to-back Blue Knight. Better Than Cheddar, 5-year-old mare here at 4-5 scores in 1:58-3, 29-1 final quarter. Shaking loose late after a ground-saving drive by Mark Campbell is LaVion Rose. Silly Amos finishing third. It's unofficial here. Better Than Men in race 8 under an inquiry.
Better Than Men arriving at the 8th race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Mare, the 5-year-old daughter of Better Than Cheddar, is off the I Am a Fool Dam, Love and Kisses, owned by Better Than Expected stable of Mermaid. Todd Walsh has the training double tonight. Jason Hughes, the Blue Knight, has the driving double. Mile 158 and 3. The mare picks up her 10th lifetime victory tonight. That's Better Than Men in the 8th. At trackside, the Angus and Buddy McKenzie Memorial Cooler presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a placing in the 8th race. Racing officials deemed that 6 Pacific Delight interfered with 3 Geordie's Hope during the stretch drive. Geordie's Hope will be 5th place. 4th Pacific Delight Going to be fourth place fit. Here's the official results now in race 8. Elm Grove Penny 6. Silly Amos was 3rd. Geordie's Hope finished 5th, was placed 4th. Better Than Men, the race winner. La Vie en Rose was 2nd. Pacific Delight finished 4th, was placed 5th for interference on 3 during the stretch drive. Fractions went 28 and 4, 58 and 2, 129 and 2, and the mile 158 and 3. In review after the placing, 634,125. Better Than Men, returning 360. Exactor $17, Tractor $72.20, Superfecta $46.61.
Red Shores is now featured in 9 PEI hotels for the 2022 season. Guests receive a promotional play package, which even includes a taxi voucher when they sign up for our Rewards Club. Hotels include Home and Grand, Holiday Inn, Delta Prince Edward, and more.
And here's a look at our Race 9 selections, a preview. We're all on board on the 5 here. Tobin's Prophet, the undefeated son of Stonebridge Terror, 5-1-3 for me. Kurt, 5-1-3, the same. Ice Cold, Try, we'll see. Post-time picks, 5-3-1. And Classifier's Choice, 5-3-1. Who do you like?
Final division of the Atlantic Sires for the 9th race parade. Number 1 is Hamac Charmer, owned by Windermere Farms. Roger Burns, Hollis Newson, and Clyde Balderson. Trained by Earl Watts, driven by David Dowling. Saltwater Johnny 2 is owned by Kyle Gardner of Cardigan, Joseph Gardner of Mount Stewart, trained by Tommy Weatherby. Mark Bradley up. Bacon on a Biscuit 3, owned by the MCR Bacon on a Biscuit group of Fort Lawrence, Nova Scotia. Mark Campbell, training and driving. Tobin's Party number 4, owned by Donald McRae of Vernon Bridge, trained and driven by Jason Hughes. 5, the undefeated Tobin's Prophet. Owned by Kevin Dory, Frank Brundle, and Robert Samara. Danny Romo is the trainer. Tonight, Corey McPherson catch drives. Number 6 is Fisherman's Son, owned by Walter Walker of Inverness and Angus McGinnis of Mabou, Nova Scotia. Walter is the trainer. Don Gillis in the sulky. Final call to wager now on race number 9. This is Race Day live from Red Shores, Atlantic Canada's entertainment destination. Red Shores Video Wall is presented by Hillside Motors.
Now time for 60 seconds or less with Peter McPhee.
Today it's Mark Bradley in the hot seat. Mark, we'll get right to it. Name your favorite professional sports team.
Edmonton Oilers.
And what's the one sporting event you'd like to see in person?
I'd love to see the Masters in Augusta.
Who is your favorite singer or band?
I like Eric Church, actually.
What are the top 2 songs on your phone?
Let's go with Hell of a View and Beautiful Crazy.
Give us 3 people you'd like to have dinner with.
I'm going to go with Bill O'Donnell, Mike Weir, and Connor McDavid.
Good selections. Where is your favorite holiday destination?
Dominican.
Can you give us 1 or 2 horses that have been your favorite of all time?
Formula Fair for sure is 1. Maybe a tie for second between Half Cut and Outlaw Independence.
Besides driving horses, what would your dream job be?
Professional golfer.
And would you rather call a race or guest host on race day?
I think guest host on race day.
Could you pick more winners than Kurt Hughes?
For sure.
Thanks for watching 60 seconds or less.
Well, out to the track we go here for race 9, Atlantic Sire Stakes 2-year-old Colts A division. Big thank you to Peter McPhee and Mark Bradley there for 60 seconds or less. I welcome that challenge, Mr. Bradley. You can come on up and take a shot on the analyst desk anytime you want. And out to the track we go. We're going to pick up our top choice. That is Tobin's Prophet. Kevin Dory, Frank Brundle, and Robert Samara are the owners of this two-year-old gelding by Stonebridge Terror. Corey McPherson gets the live catch mount here tonight, Ken.
Yeah, you got slammed there, by the way. Tobin's Prophet, right now, odds on, son of Stonebridge Terry. This gelding's remained untouched, going 5 for 5, unchallenged. Danny Romo, maybe a follow-up, perhaps a Woodmere Steel deal. Post 5 again, switches to Corey McPherson. The hot hands this old home weekend right now, 1 to 4. Tobin's Prophet, the one to reel in.
Ladies and gentlemen, in race number 11 tonight, we have a late driver change in number 3, Billy Bayama. The driver now Paul McKenzie. Racing officials deemed that Mr. James and Mr. McKenzie of equal driving ability. All monies wagered will stand. In the 11th race, number 3, Billy Bayama make the driver Paul McKenzie.
And pretty cool, Ken. You mentioned Woodmere Steel Deal. He was perfect in his freshman campaign. Kevin Dory, Robert Samara, the owners of that colt, and now Frank Brundle, who currently owns Woodmere Steel Deal. They're all teaming up with that Tobin's Prophet colt, and he's undefeated. So it just continues. The luck continues to find them, and they have a real good shot at remaining perfect here in race 9. For second on your ticket and mine, we're going to go into the inside with How Mac Charmer, 2-year-old gelding by Malicious. David Dowling will do the driving for Windermere Farms. Roger Burns, Hollis Newson, and Clive Balderson. Earl Watts, the trainer, a good third last time out in Inverness.
Yeah, charted with the interference mark there at the beginning of the race. It launched a late bid, finished third to Tobin's Prophet. Good effort, runner-up in his previous 2. He's going to see nightmares at Tobin's Prophet, perhaps. Or maybe he can step it up and turn it around here. Plays the ideal opportunist role from the rail, 5-1 option.
And for third on our ticket, we like Bacon on a Biscuit. MCR Bacon on a Biscuit Group, Fort Lawrence, Nova Scotia, are the owners of this 2-year-old gelding by Tobago K's. Mark Campbell, the trainer and driver, a runner-up last time out to Tobin's Prophet.
The Bacon Biscuit was a crispy runner-up to Tobin's Prophet last Thursday, chasing the standout Malignity before that. Draw as well continues to improve for Mark Campbell right now, 3-1.
Minor delay in the start here in the ninth race for Tobin's Party. He needs equipment adjustment.
Okay, as you can see, the 4 Tobin's Party and Jason Hughes, they are back on track. So post time will be coming up momentarily here. The Colts will be moving in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. A great purse here, $16,940. Tobin's Profit right now, 1-4 choice on the board, looking for his 6th straight victory from as many starts. Atlantic Sire Stakes 2-year-old Colts A division purse, $16,940. 2-year-old Colts and geldings are on gate. Let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Halmack Charmer, Saltwater Johnny, Bacon on a Biscuit, Tobin's Party, Tobin's Profit, Fisherman's Son. Top of the stretch. To Saltwater Johnny, not his night. On the run way back here at the start. There they go. They're off and pacing, and leaving in the middle is Bacon on a Biscuit. Up the rail, Halmack Charmer. Third one into the turn. That is Tobin's Profit. To get away fourth is Tobin's Party. Away fifth is Fisherman's Son. And problems at the back for Saltwater Johnny. Up the backstretch they go, led by Halmack Charmer for David Dowling. Second at the rail is Bacon on a Biscuit. Here comes the undefeated one. Tobin's Profit moving from the outside third. Well off the leaders fourth. That is Tobin's Party. Now in fifth, Fisherman's Son. Trailing the field, Saltwater Johnny on by the quarter. Tobin's Profit has jumped it off in here. 29-2 was the quarter. It's wide open now. On the point, it's Halmack Charmer, the leader. Racing from second as they move through the stretch. Bacon on a Biscuit. In third is Tobin's Party. Fisherman's Son out fourth. And trailing, racing fifth, that is Tobin's Profit. And trailing the field, that's Saltwater Johnny. At the midway point, the leader is Halmack Charmer. 59-2 was the half. Racing from second is Bacon on a Biscuit. Moving third is Fisherman's Son. Tobin's Party is fourth. Tobin's Profit, not out of it. He's there moving to the outside fifth. Down the trailer, Saltwater Johnny. Here comes the three-quarters next. Halmack Charmer will get him there. Fisherman's Son on the outside is the challenger. Racing third in the pocket. Bacon on a Biscuit. Tobin's Profit is now fourth. Three-quarters in one. 29-2. They round the turn for the final time, approaching the 7-8. Fisherman's Son on the outside has taken over the lead. Halmack Charmer at the rail second. Bacon on a Biscuit third. Tobin's Profit fourth. Deep in the stretch now. In an upset in the Sire Stakes. Fisherman's Son and Don Gillis on the line. Second is Halmack Charmer. Bacon on a Biscuit third. 158-2.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the Universum slow-mo here. It was Atlantic Sire Stakes 2-year-old Colts A Division, and the Chalk Tobin's Profit made that early break for Corey McPherson, and then it was wide open from there, and Danny Gillis a big trip from the 6th Fisherman's Son in here, Ken.
Yeah, as soon as the favorite made a break there, it did recover and raced well the second half. They're finishing fourth, but Howmack Charmer takes charge. David Dowling for Earl Watts, 6-1 here, and is going to hold on for second after carving 29-2, 59-2, 129 and 2. Perfect rating. First up and crushing them here is Fisherman's Son, just his third career start, first start here in Charlottetown. He won his opener there at Inverness in 2-1-1, then made an early break, so he rebounds here for Donald Gillis and Walter Walker. The trainer, Arthur Bluechip, is the sire of this gelding. Fisherman's Son with a upset $27.60 on the win ticket.
Fisherman's Son arriving at the ninth race winner's circle. Bay pacing gelding 2 by Arthur Bluechip. From the Commotion Dam, Is That You, Ardella? Owned by Walter Walker of Inverness and Angus McGinnis of Mabou, Nova Scotia. And the colt bred by Arnold Hagen and Kathleen Charlton. Walter Walker is the trainer. Donald Gillis in the driver's seat to guide him to a new pacing record tonight of 158 and 2. Fisherman's Son pulls an Atlantic Sire Stakes upset in the ninth.
This race replay is brought to you by Symes Horse Transport. Based in Nova Scotia and with over 20 years of experience, Chucky Symes would welcome an opportunity to transport your horses when you need them moved. Operating 2 rigs, Symes Horse Transport offers safe, feasible, and timely trucking in Canada and in the U.S. We also buy and sell horses. To book a stall and to get a quote, call or text 902-664-7086 or email st.symes@gmail.com. Good luck racing.
Now the official results from the ninth race. Hamac Charmer second. Saltwater Johnny did not finish. Bacon on a Biscuit third. Tobin's Party was fifth. Tobin's Profit finished fourth. Fisherman's Son was the race winner. They went 29 and 2, 59 and 2, 129 and 2, and the mile was 158 and 2. From the top, it's 2 did not finish 3, 5, 4, 1. Fisherman's Son returning $27.60 to win. The exactor $124, triactor $344.70, and the superfactor was $59. Ladies and gentlemen, the racing officials have another driver change in race number 11 on this night. The number 3 horse, Billy Bayama. Now the driver is Redmond Doucette. Racing officials deemed that Redmond Doucette and Paul McKenzie of equal racing ability and all monies wagered will stand. Billy Bayama in race number 11. Now make your driver Redmond Doucette.
Okay, there's a look at the entries for the Gold Cup and Saucer 63 presented by Atlantic Lottery. Purse 100,000. Major Hill on the rail. Matty Clow, Gold Cup ambassador, will be representing Major Hill. Patrick the Pirano and Sophie Quinn leave from post 2. Ideal Perception, represented by Haley Morrell. Bet 'em Again has post 4, represented by Carly Aflack. No Plan Intended from post 5 with Ashley McDonald. Post 6 is Rodina Road and Haley Cameron. Laugh Again Hanover and Alexis Mundell. And Time to Dance from outside post 8 will be represented by Faith Gavin, and Sintra trailing post 9 will be represented by Gold Cup ambassador Isabella McKay. And that is the Gold Cup and Saucer 63 entries taking place this Saturday night. Big purse, 100,000, presented by Atlantic Lottery. And there's a look at our top choices for the upcoming 10th race. Ken's going with a 3-2-6. I like a 6-3-2. Post time picks going with a 5-6-2, and the classifier like 6-5-1. Post break coming up right now.
The 10th race on the track for the post parade. Number 1 is Rock'em Sock'em Scott. Gerard Kennedy of Marion Bridge, Nova Scotia, is the owner and the driver. Donald Allen Kennedy does the training. 2 Selkirk Echo, home of the Selkirk Stable of Belfast, trained by Ron Matheson. Brody McPhee drives. Melanie's Magic 3 is owned by Sandra Stead of Montague, trained by Saul Lanigan. David Dowling up. Wild River Coyote, number 4, owned by Corey and Laura Walsh of Springton, trained by James Barlow. Mark Campbell. 5 Mando Fun is owned by Ron Seymour Jr. Aubrey Cameron of Glace Bay, Nova Scotia, trained by Ron Seymour. Redmond Doucette driving. Number 6 Chocolate Swirl, owned by Jennifer Doyle and Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge. Jennifer does the training. The drive goes to Jason Hughes. There's 3 minutes wagering time on race number 10. They're going postward in 3 minutes. And gentlemen, we're coming up with our selections in the 10th, and we thank our friends from Results Advertising and Marketing for their presentation of the Vance Cam. And in the 10th race, I was playing a hunch and going to the rail, guys, with the next Invader. Rock'em Sock'em Scott going to stick right with him here for Gerard Kennedy off of the rail. Going to go then to the outside for the 6 Chocolate Swirl. The Blue Knight looking for the triple. I like the 5 Mando Fun. He's been racing solid in the top class at Northside Downs. And for Superfecta players, I'm throwing in the 3 Melanie's Magic. From the booth, I'm going 1-6-5-3. Gentlemen, your choices.
Oh, well, I'll give you kudos for style points there, Vance. 3 Melanie's Magic right now, 3-1. Has had no chance with slow starts in her last 2. Now gets some class and post relief. Picks up David Dowling. She's overdue. 9-2 on the 2 Selkirk Echo. That was some effort, finishing a close second to Sports Royalty 3. Starts back, drops back down to that competitive level here. Draws inside. Brody McPhee in the 6. Chocolate Swirl, 5-2 right now. Draws outside, making only her second start of the season, so there's room to improve. Finished well. Very encouraging comebacker. Retains Jason Hughes, looking for his third tonight. The barn's doing good things, so it's 3-2-6 for me.
And I like the 6. I'm going to go with my brother Jason Hughes. I picked him in his 2 winners tonight, so I'm going to stick with him here in this 10th race. I like Chocolate Swirl. First start off the bench, last time out 4th, 56-1, 28-1 closing quarter. I think he's just going to build off that. He's been racing preferred 1 horses, so I like him on top. I'm going to go with Melanie's Magic and David Dowling for second, and racing well, and Selkirk, Echo, and Brody McPhee for third. So I'm going with a 6-3-2 in here, gentlemen.
Time to check your 50-50 tickets. $4,354 on the line tonight. Here's the winning number. L1663091. Tonight's 50-50 winning number for $4,354. L1663091. Good luck.
Race 10 on track. We're getting close to post time here. The late double kicks off here. Exactor, Superfecta Tractor, Wagering Win Play Show, and the Wild Horses tag. The jackpot is $25, and it is the Collada Oyster House and Old Dublin Pub pace. They'll be trackside with the winner. And good odds board right now with the 1 Rock'em Sock'em Scott 7-2. Currently 5-1 on the 2 Selkirk Echo. 5-2 on Melanie's Magic, 7-1 on Wild River Coyote, Mandu Fun 9-5, and my top choice, Chocolate Swirl. Good price right now at 3-1, a wide open board here in the 10th. horses are beginning to roll up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 10th race. It is the Clotter, Oyster House, and Old Dublin Pub Pace. They'll be trackside with the winners. Let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Rock'em Sock'em Scott, Selkirk Echo, Melanie's Magic, Wild River Coyote, Mando Fun, Chocolate Swirl, top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. Wild River Coyote, he's going to be off the gate here leaving. There they go, off and pacing. Rock'em Sock'em Scott is the first one away. Second is Selkirk Echo. Third into the turn, Melanie's Magic. Away fourth, that is Mando Fun. Chocolate Swirl is fifth. And the tardy start has Wild River Coyote, a gapped out trailer. Up the backstretch for time one to the quarter they go, and it's Rock'em Sock'em Scott for Gerard Kennedy on the lead. Racing from second is Selkirk Echo. Away third, that is Melanie's Magic. Fourth at the rail is Mandu Fun. Racing from fifth, that's Chocolate Swirl. Trailing the field, Wild River Coyote, 29-3 was the opening quarter. They round the turn, and positions are unchanged. On the point, that's Rock'em Sock'em Scott, the fraction setter. Selkirk Echo's in the two-hole. Melanie's Magic goes third. Then in fourth, it's Mandu Fun. Chocolate Swirl has fifth. In the backfield, the trailer, that's Wild River Coyote. They're halfway home, led by Rock'em Sock'em Scott. Second up the rail, Selkirk Echo. First up now, Mandu Fun is underway. 59 seconds flat over to the half. Moving up fourth on the outside is Chocolate Swirl. At the rail, fifth, Melanie's Magic. And Wild River Coyote never got into this one. Up the backstretch for the final time now. It's Rock'em Sock'em Scott, the leader at the rail. From the outside, second is Mandu Fun. Racing third. On the cones is Selkirk Echo. Outside of fourth, that's Chocolate Swirl. Melanie's Magic fifth. And the trailer, Wild River Coyote. 3/4 up in one. 28-2. Rock'em Sock'em Scott may have got away from them now, and he's turning home the leader. Second is Selkirk Echo. Mandu Fun on the outside third. Melanie's Magic fourth. As they land on the line next, Rock'em Sock'em Scott all the way for Gerard Kennedy. Mandu Fun rallied into second. Holding third was Selkirk Echo. 1:56 flat. Closing quarter. 27-3.
Okay, we're going to get a look at the race 10 slow-mo brought to you by Universal Media. It was the Claddagh Oyster House and Old Dublin Pub Pace, and Vance Cameron's top selection, Rock'em Sock'em Scott, right down the road, Ken.
Yeah, nice pick by Vance here, right on the morning line at 7-2, and shows them who's boss. Does Rock'em Sock'em Scott and John Gerard Kennedy, the trainer and driver, or the driver here. Rock'em Sock'em Scott ships in from Inverness and goes right to the front, 29-3, 59, 128-2. Some really good rating. But the story is that final quarter of 27-3 over the outgoing tonight, 156 flat. Best mile he's gone in a long, long time. Third win on the season, 13th career victory for Rock'em Sock'em Scott. Mando Fun at 8-5. First up, second. Two-hole trip, Selkirk Echo third. And Melanie's Magic was shuffled out of it.
Well, I don't know if they turn the lights out in Inverness, Nova Scotia during Old Home Week, but boy, do they come over here to Charlottetown, and they ever represent their horses. And here's the latest winner of Old Home Week, Rock'em Sock'em Scott. Bay Pacing gelding, the 5-year-old son of Rockin' Amadeus, is from the Jade Lobel Dam, Remy's Rocket. Owned by Gerard Kennedy of Marion Bridge, Nova Scotia. Gerard did the driving. He put him on top at every call. He's trained by Donald Kennedy. Time for the mile, 1:56 with that closing panel of 27 and 3. Rock'em Sock'em Scott wires the 10th. At trackside, the Clodagh Oyster House and Old Dublin Pub have the cooler presentation. Here's the official results now in race 10. Rock'em Sock'em Scott, the race winner. Selkirk Echo was third. Melanie's Magic fourth. Wild River Coyote sixth. Mandu Fun was second. Chocolate Swirl finished fifth. 29 and 3, 59. 128 and 2, and the mile went 156. In review, 134, 625. Rock'em Sock'em Scott paid $9.70. The Exactor $26. Triactor $88.20. Superfecta $28.29.
Mystery Vouchers promotion continues here at Red Shores, Charlottetown. If you buy a ticket on track, you could win a voucher for racing, dining, or gaming. Plus, you qualify to win a $1,000 grand prize to be drawn on Gold Cup night.
All right, let's take a look at our selections here. This is a big welcome, race 11, to the MRSB group. The MRSB group in the center field tonight. They'll be trackside with a cooler presentation. And we've got a 614, Kurt Hughes 643, post time picks 316. Interesting. And classifier's choice 462. Good luck in race 11, the finale.
Tonight's 11th race on the track for the post race, sponsored by Red Shores. Race U20, number 1, owned by Ken McDonald, Bernard McDonald, and Brent Campbell. The trainer-driver is Mark Campbell. Dusty Lane Sebastian 2 is owned by Cameron McCacken of Lower Onslow, Nova Scotia. Cameron is the trainer. Adam Werner drives. Billy Bayama, number 3, is owned by Suzanne McKeegan and Jack DeRoche, trained by Blaine McKenna. Now the driver is Redmond Doucette. Note the driver change, Redmond Doucette. For Hardy Mill Joe, owned by Hardy Mill Stable of Beaverbank, and Ken Hardy of Bedford, Nova Scotia, trained by Anthony Stymers, Mike McGuigan. 5, Gringo Star, owned and trained by Rouse Sweet Valeri, Corey McPherson. Hamax Dragonator, number 6, owned by Bobby Joe Matheson of Charlottetown, trained by Ron Matheson, Dale Spence. 7, Popularity, owned by Maddie and Liam Myers of Stratford, trained by Lenny Myers, tonight Jason Hughes. 4 minutes wagering time on race number 11, 4 minutes. Welcome to MRSB Group in the center field tonight. They will be trackside. Cooler presentation. It's the 11th race, and it's finale time on this Wednesday night of Old Home Week.
Okay, race 11 on track, 4 minutes to post. It is the MRSB Pace. They'll be trackside with the winner. And we also have Exactor, Triactor Wagering, Win Play Show. We also have the Super High Five in here in our finale. And we have the Wild Horses Tag. Jackpot is $25. We both on board the 6 here, Ken. Hamax Dragonator, owned by Bobby Joe Matheson of Charlottetown. Ron Matheson, the trainer, and Spinner Spence in the bike. We like this guy.
Great minds think alike, and misery likes company, right? Hamax Dragonator just missed at 50. Just missed last 2 starts back at this 15:51 level. 2 starts back. Then had too far to come last Friday, so an excuse trip there. Drops a notch, retains Dale Spence, and certainly his tactical speed can put him in play here. Right now, 6-1.
And from post 6, we move into post 1. Raise U20, a 5-year-old gelding by Classic Card Shark, owned by Kent McDonald, Bernard McDonald, and Brent Campbell. Mark Campbell, the trainer and driver, a winner at our bottom level last time out, Ken.
Yeah, he dropped again, came to life. He went all the way in his key 3rd start off the bench, back on the rail off that 157-3 nose victory. This is Mark Campbell trainee, has regained confidence and form, 5-1.
Okay, now we're going to get a look at the 4 here. Hardy Mill Joe, sharp-looking son of Sports Rider, owned by Hardy Mill Stable of Beaverbank. Ken Hardy of Bedford, Nova Scotia. Anthony Stymers, the trainer, and Mike McGuigan doing the driving. Mike in the seat last time out from post 8. What a rally.
Yeah, closed from the clouds to hit the board last Friday. 3rd, race timed in 156-4. An excellent acclimating mile. He draws better. He figures to be within closer striking range in this one. Right now, he is 2-1 as we are off the chalk here. 3, Billy Bayama, 8-1 morning line, 8-5. You can talk about him, Kurt, if you like.
And there is the 3, Billy Bayama, on the screen right now. A little musical chairs there. Who's going to drive this guy? But Red Doucette is the driver of the 3. Billy Bayama taking over from Jody Jameson. Doucette, very capable guy. And this guy, a winner, 2 back there, right on the front end, 56 flat, 28-1 closing quarter. That was out our winners of 3, not more than 5 Races Life. Suzanne McKeegan and Jack Darash are the owners of this now 5-year-old gelding by Earth Speak. He has 3 wins right on his lines there from his last 5 starts. Billy Bayama, Peter McPhee's top choice here in our finale at 2-1. We're getting close here in race 11 there on the screen right now. Ken's 5th choice is mine too. I like this guy for part of the super high 5 in here. That is Poplar Artie, Matthew, and Liam Myers of Stratford, the owner, a winner last time out for Mark Campbell, right on the front end from the rail. Now they got the outside rail here tonight. Jason Hughes back on board. He was on board 2 back where they were 5th by a length and a half. Lenny Myers, the trainer, looks to have Poplar Artie go back-to-back. Can he do it from the outside post 7? If you like him, it's good odds, 14-1. Ken's super high 5 ticket, 61437. I'm going with a 64357. We're getting close here in our finale, and it is the MRSB Pace. They've been in the center field tonight, enjoying a great evening, and they'll be trackside with the winner. Metro Home Building Center's starting gate is in motion here for the 11th. Let's send it back over to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Raise you 20. Dusty Lane Sebastian, Billy Bayama. Hardy Mill Joe, Gringo Star, Howmax Dragonator, and on the outside, that's Poplar Artie. It's the 11th, and they're on the gate. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Finale time, back leaving the 2, Dusty Lane Sebastian. There they go, off-end pacing, and Gringo Star is sailing out. On the rail, Raise You 20, then 3rd as they make the turn. That's Hardy Mill Joe to get away 4th, Billy Bayama. Now in 5th, that's Howmax Dragonator. Up into 6th from the outside is Poplar Artie, and then the trailer, that's Dusty Lane Sebastian. So they're on the backstretch. Gringo Star is the leader, and it may be short-lived. Here comes Mark Campbell and Raise You 20. They pop the 2 hole, and they're sent on to the lead. Here comes Hardy Mill Joe. He's on the move early on the outside 3rd. Billy Bayama back into 4th. Howmax Dragonator 5th. Then it's Poplar Artie, and trailing the field, Dusty Lane Sebastian, 29 seconds flat was the quarter, and here comes our 3rd leader, and that's Hardy Mill Joe and Mike McGuigan to take over the lead. Raise You 20 now 2nd, Gringo Star in 3rd, Billy Bayama 4th. Racing from 5th is Howmax Dragonator. Then in 6th is Poplar Artie, and trailing the field, Dusty Lane Sebastian. Into the paddock turn for the 2nd time, 57 and 1 was the half mile, 28 and 1 in the 2nd quarter. Over to the 5/8, and it's Hardy Mill Joe, the leader by 2. On the outside, Howmax Dragonator is 2nd. 3rd at the rail, Raise You 20. Moving up 4th is Poplar Artie. Now 5th is Gringo Star. On the outside, Dusty Lane Sebastian. Now the trailer, that is Billy Bayama. 3/4 in the books, and Hardy Mill Joe there in 1, 27 and 1. They go round the turn for the final time. They arrive at 7/8. Hardy Mill Joe turning for home, the leader. 2nd is Howmax Dragonator. Poplar Artie 3rd. Dusty Lane Sebastian 4th. Deep in the stretch, they come to the wire, and it's Hardy Mill Joe for Mike McGuigan. 2nd is Howmax Dragonator. Dusty Lane Sebastian rallies up for 3rd. 156 and 1.
Okay, MRSB pace here in race 11 as we get a look at the Universal Media slow-mo. And it was brush and crush time. Mike McGuigan and Hardy Mill Joe. Ken, post 8 last time, post 4 tonight. Different story.
Yeah, close from the clouds to hit the board last Friday, as we point out. No chance there. Draws better tonight. Takes charge past the quarter and holds them off. It's Hardy Mill Joe, a double for Mike McGuigan. Anthony Stymus trains this son of sports writer. He's a 4-year-old with his 4th win of the season, and he's going to equal his lifetime mark over the offgoing tonight. 156-1. Final quarter 29 flat. How Max Dragonator, a very solid second. He took a braven up tuck. Looked like he was trying to squeeze on through, then he angled out and closed late. Off the gate at the start, still third. Dusty Lane Sebastian rounds out the top 3. Hardy Mill Joe 9-5 in race 11.
Hardy Mill Joe arriving at the 11th race winner's circle, facing Brown Stallion, the 4-year-old son of sports writer, off the Jade Lovell Dam HTF Coco. Owned by Hardy Mill Stable of Beaverbank and Ken Hardy of Bedford, Nova Scotia, trained by Anthony Stymus. Mike McGuigan picks up his 2nd winner on the night for the double, the horse going right to his record of 156-1. Hardy Mill Joe in the nightcap, the MRSB Cooler presentation. Now the official results in the 11th, Reju 27th, Dusty Lane Sebastian 3rd, Billy Bayama 5th, Hardy Mill Joe the winner, Gringo Star 6th, Hamax Dragonator was 2nd, Poplar Artie 4th, 29, 57-1, 127-1, and the mile 156-1. In review, it's 735-1624. Hardy Mill Joe 560. Exactor 2390, Triactor 8670. The Super High 5 was 8861, and the late daily double at 2910. And that completes our live presentation on this night at the Driving Park. Live racing tomorrow night, opening post time 7 o'clock. Tonight's par mutual handle, $149,571. Ladies and gentlemen, from up top of the Charlottetown Driving Park, thanking you for joining us. This is Vance Cameron bidding you a safe journey home.